Hello, everybody, and welcome to the party. Welcome back to Riffs. We have another fun night of zany antics and certainly low drama. So, I just wanted to say hello and welcome to the channel. We are dedicated to crafting an inclusive and equitable gaming community where folks can come and learn how to stream or play games on stream, and we give them a place to do it. We have some fantastic sponsors. Devin Rue, maker of fine fantasy maps. You can find all her amazing stuff at rueinc.com. Tabletop Loot, maker of dice shirts, mugs, and more. Find their great stuff at tabletoploot.com. And of course, So Nerdware, our official merch sponsor. Use the code WELCOME to get 10% off your next purchase at sonerdware.com. So Nerdware, it's what the nerds wear. And we have a wonderful Patreon with all kinds of good articles and interesting things happening. Some of our session zeros, especially for this game, and the podcasts come out a week early at patreon.com/welcomepartyrpg. Speaking of podcasts, we have podcasts at RPG Welcome Party on most streaming services or podcast services. And our Discord is a wonderful place full of people who are supportive and interesting and generally pretty amazing. So yeah. All right, welcome back to the world of ley lines, magic, robots, punching demons, rifts. So let's see. Let's go around and give introductions. We're going to start with Jericho Jack.
Hello, everybody. I am Evan, and I am playing Jericho Jack tonight. He is a human mercenary with a big fuck-off robot arm and the coolest motorcycle on the planet, which I'm currently not riding, but I'll get there.
All right. And then Harkins.
Hi, I'm Sean, also known as Throck, and I'm playing your friendly neighborhood Slinger / obviously from a Western movie character, Harkins. I have a big robot horse named Dahlia and a little shark puppy named Wild Bill, and I'm very happy to be playing today.
All right. And Cagney.
Hi, I'm Ting, and I'm playing Cagney, a dog boy side druid.
All right. And Iola.
Hi, I'm Kate. I play Iola, the half-fairy wizard thief punk.
All right. And Jovra.
Hi, I'm Michelle. I play Jovra, an Atlantean artifact hunter who has a blue dragon named Zarsig.
All right. So I am Kevin. I am your guide through this weird world. So last time we had you were in the Sky City, the land of the Akoma Nation, and they were you were doing a deal. You were there to help facilitate a deal for the Tomorrow Legion. As they were showing you the facilities, one of the other groups from the Colorado Baronies that was there to barter for the same thing, one of their people split off after saying some things, and I feel like this is very much underselling the amount of distrust that your group has for the Colorado Baronies group, especially one of the Barony group, Howie Everett, the leyline walker, who has been a total jerk at every opportunity. Jack seems to have a strong dislike and told Harkins that he had been involved in a lot of death. A side ghost that was going by the name Ruby was the person who disappeared from the Baronies group and appeared to have stolen some things. And Iola had known her in the past and helped chase her down. So she did get away, but she did not succeed in taking the objects she was there for. Yeah. Is there anything?
Thing.
Yeah, it was a whole thing.
Like, it was super intense. Let's not play this down, right? Like, we got in a fight with this, like, leyline walker who was super badass. We, like, shouted down one of the barons of the Colorado Baronies and, like, outfoxed her. Iola got really small and, like, flew through an air duct after this person. And, like, it was a big deal while the whole base was under attack.
You wrote on Zarsig.
I did.
That
I
was-
tried to.
I was 6 inches tall and rode on Zarsig.
That's
Yeah.
pretty cool that you could just do that. I tried to gut the fuck out of this dickhead guy.
Didn't really work.
And the dickhead guy didn't get to do one single attack because of the badass dog boy who basically made him sit down and shut up the whole time. And
The
then
dog
also
made you
me
sit
down
and be
shut up
good
as
dog.
well.
Yeah.
The what?
The dog made you sit and roll over.
Essentially, yeah. I kind of flopped around at the end. Yeah, Cagney almost became a mediator at the end of the fight, stopping it from getting lethal, I think.
Yeah, almost.
Almost. As the fight ended, the leyline wizard Howie Everett appeared to pop something out of a tooth and fell to the ground convulsing.
Holy shit, I completely forgot about that.
Oh, that's right.
I have a question.
Mm-hmm.
Could I use my telekinesis to lift the poison out of his mouth?
No.
Why not?
Because he's face down on the ground. It's in his mouth.
In his
Yeah.
system, bud.
You are like on the other side of him. You
Yeah, I've
don't-
got him hogtied. I could just flip him and bleep.
Yeah, but here's the thing. So, it's already in his throat. He's
Damn
already
it.
swallowed it.
I
Okay.
rush over to Howie.
The foaming is probably from the reaction of the
Yeah,
poison.
I have to ask. You're
I
all
feel
right.
If you saw the tooth before he bit it, you could probably
Yeah.
like he crunched it.
And
Yeah.
you're very fast, but it's
Now he's all
such
good.
a subtle reaction.
Yeah.
to-
No, it's cool.
All right,
Right.
so
I just wanted to help.
hey, Cagney's rushing over.
Yeah, I rush over to Howie and turn him over. I assume I smell something in the foam that's not saliva.
Absolutely. Give me some kind of medical thing, some kind of ID plants or poisons, whatever you got. I don't know what you can do. I've forgotten. It's been a week and my entire brain has shut down. There you are. See, I'll take an identify plants and fruits. Oh, holistic medicine.
I got that too.
Yeah, either of those, unless you have something directly with poisons. Holistic medicine's probably your best. Unless you rolled it and it didn't make a noise. You did. Okay, so you didn't succeed in the ID fruit or plants and fruit check, which is a weird skill. However, you did succeed in your holistic medicine check. This smells faintly like he was chewing tomato leaves. It appears he dosed himself with some kind of nightshade, except it feels like a sharper, somewhat more powerful thing that you have smelled in the past called dragon's venom.
Okay.
It is a herb that is shaped like a dragon's head, which is how it got.
I'll take out my my knife and put the handle lengthwise in his mouth for him to bite down on it, so he doesn't bite his tongue or whatever, or swallow his tongue. And
All right.
then I'll look to Harkins and say, "Keep things cool out here." And I go into a trance and use psychic purification.
Everyone stay calm.
Okay, let's read psychic purification real quick. So
I will
I
purify
I
you.
think this just works.
Is he psychicking the poison out of him?
Yep,
What?
I know. These crazy wacky powers are awesome. All right.
Like let out of his pores?
Healer can use his ability to slow a person's metabolism and destroy chemicals, drugs, poisons, and toxins in the body.
Huh.
Saving throw, none.
It's like psychic vaporization, right, of poisons.
Yeah.
It just
That's cool.
so as you do this, you kind of put your paws on his chest and you see the foam in his mouth change color as the actual bits of poison start appearing in that foam, and it just eventually turns to saliva coming out of the corners of his mouth.
Gonna
Ooh.
last 16 minutes. I'll be in a trance for 16 minutes, and
16 minutes doing this?
Yeah.
All right. I'll let that just be 16 seconds because
Okay.
it's weird to just have everyone sit there. You could continue this for 16 minutes. I'll say this takes 3 minutes. The effects are completely halted at the beginning of the meditation and are destroyed by the end. Yeah. So he did take some damage, but it wasn't enough to kill him immediately.
You're not dying that easy, you fuck.
He has taken a large amount of hit point damage directly to his hit points, which is dangerous, but you have kept him from completely dying.
When he wakes up, I would like my pistol to be directly in his mouth.
As you do that, or as this happens, Florentina comes up with her gun, pushes a button on her arm for the radio, and 5 other guys with weapons come in. They're like, okay, everyone, just put your weapons down.
We've found your culprit. Cagney over here saved his life so that you can do awful things to him.
What do you mean, culprit?
He and his little buddy, what was her name? I just met her just now. Who was she?
Ruby.
Ruby were attempting to steal something for you. Iola, did we get it back?
I don't think I'm back in there yet.
No, Iola's not back just yet.
Okay.
I
go ahead, Jovra.
actually, Jovra had it in her bag and she showed it and it's like, not mine. And
Yeah. Florentina took it off of you.
yes.
Yeah. All right. Well, I believe Florentina has it, and well, he was a part of it, and then tried to kill himself when he got caught, and then Ruby fled. Iola was chasing her, but I don't see Iola yet, so I don't know what's going on with that.
We have word that won't be an issue.
All right.
But what did you see him do?
Well, he I need a refresher from last week. The reason we got up on him
Was because I overheard the barony saying that she did not actually know who he was, the Baroness saying that she did not actually know who he was, and that he showed up under very suspicious circumstances, the same, right around the time that Cagney's troop on their way over here got ambushed by Coalition and murdered, and Cagney was the only one to survive. This man then came as like the replacement, and nobody's ever seen him before. And I also overheard him saying, I'm going to steal the thing or something. Like when he was talking to Ruby, they were like blatantly talking about essentially thievery, but in like, sneaky talk. But definitely we're talking about grabbing something and running.
that.
So it wasn't, he didn't do anything though, physically, mentally, or anything. I don't even think he's cast any spells. Like if we're looking at this objectively, he
Magic netted.
but he probably he probably does look innocent. He hasn't done anything yet.
Well,
To be fair, that's why Jack going off on him was, I kind of half expected the guard to punch me in the face.
Here's the thing. Innocent men don't try to kill themselves when you attempt to capture them.
It's true.
And he did mispronounce a name.
Yes. He's definitely lying, Oh, we're in game. All right, I'm sorry.
oh, that's right. Well, we will keep him for questioning, though it will be difficult to hold him for long, but
You have witnesses who said he was conspiring with the thief. Why would it be difficult to hold him for long? Don't you have magics that can read people's minds? What?
listen, cowboy,
What?
we're not going to execute him at sundown.
We literally just saved his life. We didn't say you should kill him. And thank you for playing into a trope that is simply not true. We have law in the baronies.
I'll take offense to that.
Well, then I will talk to the Baroness. Thank you. The person you're talking to is Jose Salinas, the war chief, who has come in at this point. And he walks over to the Baroness, and they have a quiet conversation where she confirms everything you said, also that you drew your gun on her.
Damn straight I did.
She conveniently leaves out parts of why. However, she is relieved that that he is here. And that she also talks about that Cagney performed a number of good things here to keep the situation from getting out of hand.
Does she seem like herself?
She seems
Or
on
is it-
edge, but calmer now. You had only met her like once, and you had heard she can be imperious, was the word the guy used, but you didn't see it until now. She says that the Baronese would certainly be more interested in this story and how this all happened, and would like any opportunity to question the man ourselves.
I have a question. And I didn't think about this until just now. Am I being arrested?
You're all being detained
Because I think I hit him
a number of times.
uncalled for, though, in the beginning.
I think in this situation, they're more than willing to like just question everybody.
Okay.
But if you're like jumping, like trying to charge,
No, he is now in the corner where he landed. He is now just sort of sitting, arms on his knees, just looking at the floor, just sort of defeated, quiet.
yeah. And you say, well, we'll certainly question him, but I think the demonstration is finished. I think your tour is over. And we may have some more questions for you, but I don't see a reason for you to stay here any longer than a day or two.
I'm not leaving until
Oh.
I talk to him. And I point to the foam face on the floor.
Why do you need to talk to him, Jack?
I got questions for him. I need to know who he is.
Okay, let's find out who he is. And they will sit him up. Someone comes in and casts a spell. It takes about 2 minutes to cast this spell, but the room fills with a light layer of fog as an anti-magic cloud is cast in the middle of the room. They have bound him with what looks to be, it looks like normal rope, but anyone who can see or smell magic can notice that something was cast on it outside of the room to make it sturdy enough that it would bind even under an anti-magic cloud. Where's my book? There's the book.
Am I back yet, or am I still outside?
Yes, you are back now.
Oh, okay. Okay.
Anti-magic cloud.
Does an anti-magic cloud basically mean that everybody has to play by my rules at that point? Because I am zero magical.
I'm zero magical.
Oh, okay. They're still psychics. I was like, wait, is that like the one big nerf in Rifts that I could use? But psychics.
Well, there's one big nerf for psychics, and it's a psychic power called Mind Block.
Yeah.
But I'm not a psychic.
No, you aren't. There it is.
There were like grenades of anti-magic that I could like slam down and then just start punching wizards in the face.
Someone, anyone who knows magic knows that someone has said that it is possible to cast under an anti-magic cloud. It's just extraordinarily difficult.
Yeah.
Let's see what else.
I would not know that.
You would not, but anyone
I
with
would.
magic training would.
I would.
All right. And so they kind of give him the smelling salts, and he shakes his head. He seems a little dazed. As he then expectorates. No, vomits on the floor.
He's yarks.
Yeah, he just yarks on the floor. And the two people next to him back up like half a step, but one's still holding him. Well, you said you had questions.
They're letting me question him?
They want to know what you want to know. No, I want to know what you want to know.
All right. Jack gets up slow from the floor. My metal arm. And what the fuck? Stop it, phone. Sorry, guys.
His communicator goes off.
My,
Beep boop.
Just hello powers up for 1 second and then powers back down.
Yeah, hello. In this whole time, the empty shell of hello is in the corner.
oh yeah, we're gonna have to set that in a minute. But
One crisis at a time.
I want to walk slow over to him. Is he awake?
He seems conscious.
I want to get down to his level. And I want to say, what's your name?
I don't recognize your authority.
You don't recognize my authority?
No.
Oh. Okay. That's fair. Can I crush his left hand with my metal fist?
I mean, you can try, but there will be repercussions.
All right, let me ask one more thing then before I do that. Try for a different. Why were you in Cleveland?
He looks at you. He kind of squints.
What was that meeting about?
You can see in his face that he now recognizes you.
Can I use telepathy at this moment?
You can. He gets a. Is it the psychic power, correct?
Yeah, the psychic power. And it's
Yes.
You're going to hear I'm walking on sunshine.
I'm walking on sunshine. Oh, I'm walking on-
All right, so it's a
Yeah,
12, which I believe
I
for him
think-
is not enough. He needs a 15, I think,
Yeah, I think.
to save for
okay.
psionics,
Oh, yeah.
because he is not psionic at all. So you get in his mind. He should be dead. They should all be dead. We had
Yeah.
to have them killed. And then he kind of realizes what's happening and starts trying to starts thinking about the floor, thinking about what he ate, thinking about,
Well, this stays up for 6 minutes, so I'll keep it up
uh-huh.
if Jack is going to keep questioning him.
I'll look over at Jack and do you mind if I help you out a little bit here?
Will it get me an honest answer?
Perhaps. And I squat down next to Jack and I go, look, my friend here has a nasty temper and apparently you two have a history. You see that big metal arm he's got there? He wants very badly to use it to harm you. I would highly recommend that you start speaking truth, or I assure you that harm will come. And I would like to make an interrogation check.
Okay, you are going to make it at a negative 20% because of
Whoa! Because of
Whoa,
what?
Because of what?
his training.
Okay.
Oh,
Holy
Well,
shit. Can I aid him in any way?
at
Well,
least-
you got a 20 under 50, so
Oh!
you can see. Okay, what skills do you have? Do you have intelligence by any chance?
Hawkins has those spooky cowboy eyes.
I have streetwise. I have horsemanship,
No,
palming,
no.
lore psychics and psion.
right.
No, I don't have anything that. I mean, I have interrogation.
Yeah, there was one way of explaining what I was going to explain, but it wouldn't click with Harkins.
Okay.
This is clearly a person who has been well trained to not divulge any information, to divulge only basic and or false information, and you can tell things from the falsehoods and bad informations he's getting you. He keeps giving you his name is Howie Everett, that he's from the Colorado Baronies, and he says it in a way that you know neither of those things are true.
Every time he says something, I will yell lie, or I won't yell. I'll just say lie,
Then he'll like,
lie.
I am a mercenary. I was employed here to come and get things.
Truth.
I don't care why you were here. I don't give a shit about that rock or about the goo. I want to know why you were in Cleveland. Queenston Harbor. Why? Why did you kill my team?
You get in his mind, in the gentleman's mind, a brief image of a coalition gauntlet casting a spell and destroying a boat before he kind of tries to shut it down.
Do I get that?
No, you don't. Unless she's transmitting
like,
somehow.
I don't know what that means.
Yeah, she's like, I've never heard of Queenston Harbor. I know nothing about the Pirate Queen. I've never been
Queen.
Lie.
Howie, it'll be much easier if you just answer their questions truthfully. And I will
much
use
easier if you all fucked off and died.
I will use empathic transmission trustful.
Ooh.
Okay. Does he get a C?
Yes, standard.
He's got some gnarly training, this fucking guy.
Actually has a +4. He gets a 19 on this. So he looks at you with a little extra disdain. He's like, you're freeborn, aren't you?
What of it?
He says nothing else.
Question. Anti-magic field, does that mean that his poobity-boobity armor is gone?
His mage armor? Absolutely. He
Okay.
still has MDC armor.
Oh, that's fine. Being that I don't think I'm going to get anything helpful out of this, and Jack is supremely pissed. But I got one name, which was the Pirate Queen. And now he's just insulting people. I'm going to punch him in the face.
No, I would immediately try to hold him back from that because I think
punch him in the
Jack.
face. I'm
Okay.
gonna punch him in the face with my metal arm, and not to kill him, but to just, because I assume his face is pretty. He has like a pretty face.
So there are rules for this.
I want to make it less pretty. Is my goal.
First of all,
I want to make that nose into an Owen Wilson nose. That's my
strike.
Okay.
Roll to How would you want to intercept it?
Let's
Physically?
see. I know it's an MDC weapon, so I think my best opportunity is literally to interpose my MDC armor chest between his fist and that nose that is certainly not going to take that hit in any proper way.
Okay. Hold on. Evan, what is the strength of your arm?
I do not have it.
What it is, I believe we said it was 20.
Okay. I don't see it on my weapons sheet.
Oh, wait, that chart changed. Oh, robot strength. So, on a restrained punch, you deal 66 SDC, or
Holy mother of shit.
or 1d4 mega damage on a full strength punch.
Maybe your other hand should.
You are attempting to do a restrained punch.
A restrained punch, and it's SDC, which is what his flesh would be.
So you roll a d20 -3 because you're making a called shot to the face. Harkins will attempt to roll a parry.
Nothing. I would just roll the 3.
Yeah. Okay, you rolling just a 3. Harkins clearly grabs your arm.
No,
And just
you know
like-
better. You know better than
And-
this.
And
You better
Jose is
than
like,
this.
all right, you're done.
Yeah. Okay.
I'm gonna find out why you were there. I'm gonna find out why my people died, and then I'm gonna fucking gut you. And I'm gonna walk out of the room. If they let me, I guess they're not letting me.
As you start, they're gonna show you into a different room.
Okay.
And he's gonna say, "Once a traitor."
I keep walking.
Good man.
How he said that?
Yeah.
Good man.
All right. So, does anyone have any other questions for anyone else in the room?
I just want to remind Florentina, is that her name?
Mhm.
Yeah. That the only reason they knew someone was stealing something is because I said something. And that should mean a lot coming from that we were trying to help them.
Now that you have helped recover it, that Amadis told us what you did, that will go a long way. I don't believe we're going to be holding you. I think we just want to get everything sorted out because what you could have been doing was a feint,
That's fair.
but it doesn't look like it was. So that's very helpful. Thank you.
And then I want to go up to Maxwell's the scientist, right?
Malcolm Jones.
Malcolm Jones. That's right. And I just want to go, just like whisper to, are you sure you want to work for these people?
I mean, he wasn't working with us. Didn't you hear? He was a mercenary hired.
They let him in, and then you almost. Are you sure you want to work with these people?
He slides you a piece of paper with a number and on it. Like, have them call me and let me know what their rates are.
Okay, I will.
That sounds awesome.
So basically, in order for that to work, they'd have to send someone to him to ping his communicator when they were in the same town as him.
Okay.
But yeah, he seems a little more open to accepting a job with the Legion, because I remember did you try to talk to him about that before?
No, I hadn't talked to him about it yet, but I had
Okay.
talked to Kate Blanchett lady, Dr. Nevin about him.
Yes.
Yeah.
And Dr. Nevin's been there this whole time and just looks amazed and astounded and baffled because this is so far out of her experience. For those that weren't with us 2 episodes ago when I last mentioned her, Dr. McNiven is a scientist working for the Legion that came with you and and looks like Kate Blanchett.
Where was Kyrak this whole time?
Kyrak left pretty much immediately after making the introduction. So the Skynet Kyrak that helped escort you here, he said hello to Jose Salinas, the war chief, and kind of vouched for your group before leaving, right when you all met Amadis.
Oh, we're getting
time fracture.
That's bad. He like vouched for us.
No, it's all right.
We made like a big mess.
No. So I'd actually like to say something too, and I just blanked on her name and I can't find my notes for her.
Baroness?
Not the Baroness, the lady who's in charge in here who had been keeping us.
Florentina.
Yeah, I'll talk to Florentina and go, look, I know you're not the person in charge of helping us fulfill our mission here, but I think it is clear that while we may be rough around the edges, we are to be trusted, especially when danger happens. If anyone is to walk away with a deal with this city today, you know it should be the Steel Legion. We have not been infiltrated. We have not attempted to in any way cross you. We have reacted to a negative situation in a decisive manner.
In a wild and unpredictable manner.
And that is what makes us worthwhile. So
I'll think about that as I dig the bullet holes. Or as I dig your bullets out of the floor.
Did I shoot someone? Are you really mad that I put bullets in the floor in this situation? Is that something that...
No, I'm just reframing it for you.
All right, seems okay. I'm just saying,
But...
you saw who got the job done.
I saw who took the job into their own hands.
In this world, that's what it takes, and you know it as well as I do.
Listen, I like you all. Sure, that was fun to watch. I'm rooting for you guys. But I don't have the final say, and I wouldn't be surprised if the Chiefs all pull back a little. Sometimes they... All right, so they can tend to bicker in the council, and they tend to... She's like leading in pretty close to you. Yeah. And they tend to delay decisions for any reason.
So let me ask you this. What sort of work or favors need to be done to ensure that there's some grease on those wheels? And I don't mean bribes, I mean what service can we provide to you?
I understand. Money's the deal, so I understand you're not trying to bribe me. You're just simply looking for an opportunity to show your skills.
Indeed.
Right? Okay. We have a lot of it covered. I think I know something that we haven't had time to investigate, because it's not really our territory. And I've wanted to send some people out. I've wanted to go out, but they tell me it's not our business. So if you came back with a problem solved, that wouldn't be bad at all. Let me check a map real quick so I can see which town you might be in. Ooh, wrong area.
What were they saying? There was some kind of problem out there? It's hard for me to...
She knows of a problem. I'm sorry. She knows of a problem.
My fucking fan turned on, so now everything's like... intense white noise like 3 feet behind me.
Oh, heat wave. What the heck is happening with this? All right, so you... he was asking if there's something they could do to help.
Yeah, I got that. But did the guy say that there's...
Florentina said there's something that she's been wanting to look into, but the tribe says it's not tribal business.
We're Tomorrow Legion. Everything's our business, right? Isn't that how we try? We're like...
And that's exactly what they don't want to hear. But...
Yeah, don't say that. Yeah, don't say that out loud. Yeah.
The Tomorrow Legion? Or to everybody else?
Good name of a town. A weird town name.
Florensburg.
No, I want to find a real... Meeker.
I think you said that last time.
Did I? I don't know. It's just whatever.
You said Florensburg last time.
Yep, Meeker, Colorado.
Ooh.
Oh, is that in the territories? Whatever. It's just south of the territories. No, that'd be deep in the Colorado territories. Oh, well. They wouldn't send you there, because that'd be weird, because... Never mind. Not Meeker. Oh, I lost my place in the world. Watch as Kevin Googles map names. Nope, that wasn't it either. Shit. Okay, so it's a town about 300, not 300, about 100 miles away. It's actually a little closer to the former Los Alamos base.
Do we know that Black Market is there? Or is that a secret?
That is mostly a secret. And
okay.
Am I thinking? No, I'm thinking of White Sands. Which one was the nuclear test range?
White Sands Mission Range.
White Sands.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah. And so was Los Alamos. Los Alamos is part of White Sands.
Yeah, it's just the northern part of White Sands.
Yeah.
All right. So she said she had a friend originally from the Los Alamos area who went to Kuba.
Like the island?
No, it's a little town not far away from Los Alamos, but I haven't heard from her in a little too long. We're cousins, but we weren't like that distant. But it's been a bit since I've heard from her, and I'm starting to be a little concerned. It should be, if you guys have your bikes, it shouldn't be that long. It should only be like an hour ride at most.
Right. So this is my question to you. Is helping you out with this favor enough to get us a little bit of extra movement?
I will absolutely put in a word for you either way. However, if you do this thing for me, I'll be able to convince more of the security forces that the Legion is effective.
Right. So what is your cousin's name?
My cousin's name is Melina Tran.
Melina Tran. All right. So we will go to Kuba for Melina Tran. And if she is there, would you like us to bring her back or just ensure that she's all right?
Just ensure that everything's fine there.
Will do.
There's always a weird town. There's a big kind of a, I don't know, religious movement. But
oh, great.
Yeah, see, I never trust those.
No. All right. We'll go. And it'll be good to get Jack out of town for a little while, I think.
Yeah, that sounds great.
Yeah.
That actually...
What? Hey, why? Hey, why?
Did they take you to another room? I thought they took you to another room. Okay.
No, I'm being an asshole.
Okay.
Hey, the other room pokes his head back and
being
he's like,
a dick, not Jack being a dick.
Jovra would have gone into the other room with Jack.
And Cagney, they are starting to escort you with the Tomorrow Legion crew.
You should come with us, Cagney. It'll be a good deal of fun,
Good.
I imagine.
Because
Get
you were
out
the
of
one
town
that
for a
was
little
actually
bit.
doing something.
These guys suck.
Really?
Though.
Really? He was none of us were doing nothing. Just all. Yeah. I see.
Because the rest of the Baroness's crew seem to be very insular right now and not talking to anyone.
Cagney, you should come along with us. It'll be fun. And you're handy.
Where are you going?
We're gonna go have a look for this fine lass's sister or cousin. Just
Cousin.
out of town.
So Dr.
Yeah.
Nevin's with us, right?
Yeah.
Oh, good.
And she's like,
Yeah,
I'm not gonna go do that.
That's understandable.
I'm gonna let Ting say what you want to say.
Oh, I was gonna say, you know what? I'll take you up on the offer because being near these ley lines is giving me a headache.
All right. Let's go talk to Jack, Jover, and I will make this happen.
I'm gonna hand the paper that Malcolm gave me
Mm-hmm.
to Dr. Nevin and say, he's interested. You might as well steal him now.
Oh, he's not what I'm.
This is what I'm thinking.
Uh-huh.
And I'll lean in. Do you want them to get the stuff?
Oh, this is about the stuff.
Oh, no, like a job, like we talked about earlier,
Yeah,
remember?
Oh, yeah. Okay, yes, I do. So yeah, yes, thank you. I'll start putting a bug in his ear. Not a legit bug in his ear, because that's
No,
gross.
Fair. Yeah.
Kind of,
Okay.
Of course. Ugh.
Is she just like super awkward?
Mhm.
Okay, good.
Yes, but she also thought you were trying to hook her up with him.
No.
Oh,
Buddy, no, I'm sorry.
No, not him. No.
She's like,
No, no, you
mm.
deserve better. Like he's fine, but no.
Jovra wants to make sure Hello is in a secure, safe location.
Yes, Dr. Niven will completely stick with, is going to help look at, Mickey Nevin is her name, Mickey. She's going to help look at Hello and make sure everything is stable there. But the thing is, right now, it just looks like a pile of parts.
Jovra, because she's noticed the goo is gone, right?
Yes.
She's going to place her hand on the container where the goo would be.
Mhm.
And she's going to cast calling to see if she can somehow, it's a limited form of telepathic communication.
Yeah, create an anchor like you did before.
Yes.
I don't know that you get any indication that it worked. I'm trying to look up the spell, but you have done it. If there is some aspect of this where she can't find her body, you have certainly made it easier for her to find the body or to find her shell.
Okay. Thank you.
I will make a note. All right. So everybody is gathered into a different room, a different conference room.
Does this conference room have furniture in it?
Yeah, there are couches, chairs.
Have I been in this room? Is this where they took me?
What do you mean took you?
Well, they moved me to a different room, you said, right?
Yeah, this is where they're taking all of you. So you can all gather up here and plan before your next thing.
All right, I want to walk in, pick up a chair, and throw it against a wall. And then go over and sit in another chair. Because he's all pissed off.
All right. The chair breaks pretty easily. It looks like it was made of wood.
I look over at Harkins. Is he always like this?
I mean, he's usually some level of simmering, but this is a bit more boiling over than I'm used to.
Mm-hmm.
So here's the deal, though. Jack, we can still make this mission accomplished. We go help our dear friends out and look in on one of their cousins, just a few miles out of town. It'll get a little distance between us and that which vexes us for the moment, if that's all right with the group, and grease the wheels.
Yeah. Eyes on the job. Yep. And yeah, I think it might be good for me, to get out of here because I'm only thinking about how to kill him.
Yeah, that's...
I've been counting the guards, counting the steps, so I think I need to get out.
Good.
At least out of this area, out of this room. This building.
Aola and Jova, what do you think?
I need to get out of here as well for a bit.
All right.
Yeah, probably a good idea.
Do we know what's going on with Hello?
No.
I couldn't sense her.
I'll grab a dolly and load her into the truck.
Okay, if you want to bring her with you, you can. If you want to leave her here where you know she will be safe, or if you want to bring her to the garage with...
I think that's an excellent idea.
Best
Ava.
idea.
That is a very good idea.
So you cart her over to Ava's, and Ava's like, what? Oh, she moved?
No, she stopped moving. We don't know what's going on, but we need to go do a job, and then we'll be back. I don't want to bring her out in the field, and she fucking blows up or something.
I'll let you know if she comes back.
All right, thanks. And I want to wheel her into the back.
Yeah, just put her in the corner over there. She says a little dismissively.
And
She's like, I'll make sure no one touches it in case she returns for it.
all right.
Well, I've never
Think
heard
about
of
the spider legs. Really, think about the spider legs.
Oh, I've been thinking about the spider legs.
Yeah, it's a good plan. It's a good
I
idea.
haven't been able to sleep because of those spider legs.
All right. All right. See you later.
See ya. All right. There you go. So you are quickly transported down to the staging area where a sandworm hauls you over to the waiting place. You clip into the sandworms with the hooks, and it rockets you super fast over to the area, the garage, where you are waiting.
I gotta say, I love riffs because you just explained getting onto a giant sandworm the way that another DM would explain getting onto a carriage and going to a new town.
You go to the bus, you grab the ring up top.
It's like it's every day. It's every day this shit. Like I love it. This fucking game is wild.
Yeah. So it's an easy ride towards town. Does anyone want to have a conversation about anything?
On the sandworm or when
Not
we're
on the sandworm. Once you've got your stuff and you're, say, a couple miles out of town.
Yes. I want to talk to Jack. And I'm on the bike with him, I'm assuming.
I would also like to talk to Jack.
Are you also on my bike?
I'm not on your
Are
bike.
you sitting on the handlebars? Jack.
I could be.
I imagine we went out of town for a little bit, and then we probably agreed in the conference room, let's drive out for a little bit, and then we'll plan.
You'll stop for a nice light lunch.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Sounds like a good idea.
But I want to talk to Jack without...
Anyone else?
Yeah.
Understandable. So on your way to this meeting, I think Iola gets the first crack at Jack as she is on his bike and can helmet to helmet communicator or comms to comms.
You want to talk about what's going on?
No.
Because I might be able to help, but I kind of
No.
need information.
No.
Fine, I won't tell you what I read in his mind then.
You read something in his mind?
Yeah.
All right, don't be an asshole. What'd you read in his mind?
Well, I kind of want some information to help you out. Are we a
Right.
team or not?
What do you want to know?
I need to make context of it. It doesn't make sense what I got. Something about they should all be dead.
They are all dead. I'm the only one that lived.
Was it some kind of operation you were a part of?
Yeah.
Were you on a boat?
Queenston or Queen's Place is a harbor with boats that look like pirate boats.
But I wasn't on one of those boats.
No.
No. I don't know. There was something about a boat?
Yeah, there was something of a. All I got was that they should all be dead, and that there's an image of a coalition gauntlet casting a spell and a boat exploding.
Whoa. A coalition gauntlet casting a spell?
Yeah.
You sure it wasn't psycho shit?
Yeah, I'm sure. Which is weird, right?
No. Well, yes, it is weird given any other circumstance, but this particular situation, it makes a whole lot of sense. That was his hand. Were you seeing it like you were seeing through somebody else's eyes?
Yeah.
That was his fucking hand. I fucking guarantee it.
That
$5
asshole
to your dime. That was asshole's hand blowing up a boat. Did you get to see what the boat was called?
I don't think you told me that. I don't think I saw what the boat was called, did I?
What is a good name for a boat on the river? A boat shaped like a pirate ship. The Queen Anne's Revenge is a little obvious.
You don't want to ask me because I'll come up with really bad punny things.
No, do it. Give me one.
The bank skater.
Uh,
The
Sounds
Queen
like you're
Anne's
just like-
Revenge.
Queen Anne's Revenge.
Queen Anne's Revenge is Blackbeard's ship.
I know.
It's a little too on the nose for what we
Okay.
need.
trying to remember.
Because it's very much a techno wizard ship made to look like a old-fashioned pirate boat.
The Gator Skater. I like skater for some reason because it's on a river.
It's not grand enough.
Blue Thunder.
Let me
What was
look
the
up
ship
someone's
that Ed and Eddie made when they went down the river when they made a boat? They made a cruise ship. I can't remember.
Ed and Eddie made a cruise ship.
Yeah, they made like a shitty raft boat or something.
Lila's Wrath.
Ooh.
Oh, that's nice. Yeah, there you go.
I like that.
Queen Lilia's Wrath. And I don't know if there's a lore or something that anyone in that conversation would give me.
I only have monsters.
You could make it with intelligence,
Okay.
but it might be a history for Iola.
I don't think I have history, so.
Okay.
I got a success.
You got a success. So
25 under 46.
Gotcha. Queen Lilia is the techno wizard pirate queen of Queenston Harbor, a free city near the ruins of Cleveland on the river.
Queenston Harbor.
Yes. So that boat being named after her probably means it was very important to her. And she is not someone you want to
Is
mess
she
with.
dead?
No.
Huh.
But it was one of the major boats that it's kind of like a pirate boat, and the coalition does move a lot of freight along that river.
So maybe there was some sort of hinky deal between the coalition and her, and then boom, he blows up their ship.
Maybe.
Or he's trying to make a.
So what happened?
I think he blew up that ship. I don't know why. At some point, I'm going to have to talk to Queen Lila.
What were you doing there? Were you working for, I mean, I know you're a merc, so you work for a bunch of people, right? Were you working with the coalition?
Did I what?
Were you working with the coalition or were you working?
Fuck the coalition.
Okay, good. I'm just making sure.
I was just working.
Oh, okay.
I saw something maybe I wasn't supposed to see. And
sorry.
I saw him. And I didn't, I got yelled at, I got screamed at, okay, fuck off. And then my whole team dies. Coalition hit squad.
Fuck.
They knew exactly where we were going to be. That's it. That's what happened.
I'm sorry.
It is what it is.
Coalition's assholes. Believe me, I know.
Yeah.
And she'll kind of just hug him around the middle a little bit. Just like, I'm so sorry, I can't do anything more, but I'm gonna hug you a little bit with my tiny arms.
That's his very best not to show any emotion. That's, I'm a man.
All right, so you all pull into a clearing for a quick lunch break. I don't have an NPC here to do things. So.
Right. So I have a couple questions. Jack, I got a couple questions for you, and I don't need to pry too much into your background, but you seem to have been exceptionally angry at that gentleman for some past indiscretion.
Yeah.
It feels like we got pulled into a situation that was more explosive than it needed to be because of that. And I had your back because I have your back. But now that we're away from it, I'd like to know why I got pulled into that situation.
He killed a group of my friends and tried to kill me. Because of him, I lost my arm.
I see that as a perfectly good reason to get angry at someone.
Yeah.
And if we have a way to mete out justice to him at some point in the future, you can count on me to help.
Thank you. Is that all?
Cagney, I'm interested in your read on this whole situation.
Do you mean Jericho's anger issues?
I mean this whole situation with Sky City in general, with the baronies and this whole interplay between us and them looking for the same material and someone trying to do a little bit of thieving on the side. I'm just wondering what your read of this situation is.
Well, during that tense situation, the Baroness, I don't know, I think she wasn't acting like herself for a little bit.
Are you concerned that she was influenced in some way?
Could be. But I don't know her that well.
Maybe she just got really pissed off.
Yeah.
I mean, she's a baroness, right? She's pretty much used to getting her way. When Harkins told her to go put her head in the sand, maybe it flipped a switch. Happened to me, and I'm I don't have anger issues. I'm a very reasonable man. I'm always thinking with my noodle.
Indeed.
All right.
I got a question about the baronies. Did the baronies fight anything?
The baronies are in... they tend to do a lot of techno-wizardry. They are opposed to the coalition. The coalition doesn't hit them hard because they're not big. They sell to a lot of people, and coming down from Canada, a lot of demons sometimes hound the... Oh, wait. I'm trying to remember which one's demons, which one's devils.
Yeah.
I think Calgary is the demon gate. So coming down from Calgary way they are one of the bigger things between Calgary and the rest of the world, even though on a map it's...
Do they fight with each other?
They bicker. They have not gone to actual skirmishes since the baronies were founded.
The only thing that I can think that...
No, I don't have the book on me.
That maybe Fuckhead was hired by one of the other baronies to steal the thing, or Ruby was hired by one of the other baronies, and Fuckhead was just there to... I mean, that guy's into all kinds of shady shit, I assume. I really don't know that much about him, but I do know that he's a liar and a fucking murderer. So whatever they were stealing it for, like maybe it was... Is there a baron that's a particular dickhead, and like just wants to kill everybody else? Do you guys know about that? Cagney, like, she was the Baroness that you worked for, right?
He's actually from the Barony of Hope.
Oh, a different barony.
Yeah,
Do
I'm
you
not.
know of anyone?
Huh.
Could they just be coalition spies?
Who knew that you were traveling, Cagney, with your group? How many people knew where you were gonna be on that road? Was it well known or no?
It's kind of a secret as far as you knew that.
Think about that. Because somehow I almost guarantee you got hit by coalition. It was dipshit that did it to you. Literally the exact same thing happened to me. Just different circumstances.
Right.
So of the baronies, the Barony of Charity is the worst one by far.
Charity?
Yeah.
What
Yeah.
are they? Hope, charity? Are they all like nice things?
It's Wilmington.
Yeah.
Wilmington.
Oh, fuck you, Wilmington. You breaking the combo. You should have been like, kindness or something.
There's
Yeah. To
Testament.
be on. Oh, go ahead. I'm sorry.
Yeah, Testament.
Wilmington is her barony.
She's from Wilmington.
Okay.
Testament's mostly ranchers, not as rough.
Huh.
Hope is the main barony and the nicest. Charity is as lawless as the baronies get, but still pretty comparatively safe. Though, no, it's said that things have gotten so out of hand that even a Cyber Knight or Sky Knight is not safe on the streets.
Damn.
Yeah.
Jesus.
Which part are you from, Harkins?
I'm from Hope. The good one. Charity's a shithole.
Well, I don't know. I'm not going to pretend to know anything about these fucking baronies. Whatever reason they're stealing shit or doing stuff.
They're a loose coalition of municipalities that work together for the betterment of each other for the most part. Think of it like a bunch of cities that signed a treaty to ensure that each other do not get rolled over by bigger fish. And that's what the Colorado baronies are. Some of them are good, some of them are bad. But none of them do much to fight each other and come to each other's mutual defense when necessary. That's it.
Does the treaty state that they will not do business with the coalition?
As far as I'm aware, and I do not know the treaty chapter and verse, but as far as I'm aware, we are pretty much diametrically opposed to all things the coalition stands for, as we openly accept, for the most part, magic users and dimensional beings and excuse me, and all that sort of good stuff. Kevin, you're going to correct me if I'm wrong with any of this, right? I'm pulling for some pretty dusty lore. Okay.
The charities, they're definitely techno magic and techno magic or techno wizardry are commonplace. And they've got an incredibly significant amount of mystics. The baronies have more mystics per capita, I think that's it, than pretty much anywhere else. So it's a very magic-friendly community.
All right. Well, either way, I don't know. Does this help us really? I mean, we gotta go touch base with this town, right? Should we focus on that first and then reconvene? Maybe when we come back, we can talk to Baroness so and so if she's still willing to talk to us after you kind of slapped her, which I think was awesome, by the way.
You're welcome. I did not like the way she was treating us very much.
No, fuck that shit. But she's probably gonna be pissed.
Yeah,
Still,
she will.
We can try to pump her with some info.
Yeah, I should absolutely not be the one to talk to her. I imagine Jover would do quite a good job at that, however.
Oh, yeah, Jover's probably better at it.
Yeah, we seemed to get along the night before, maybe.
Yeah, you can just say I'm a terrible human being who's with you because I'm good with a gun or something. But yeah, shall we hit the road and get to this town?
Yeah, let's move. I gotta keep moving.
After a delightful light lunch,
I ate a PBJ sandwich. Does peanut butter jelly still exist in Rifts?
no, all the peanut. Yes, of course it
Why
does.
would you fucking? All right, good. Why? You control that lore.
The peanuts all became sentient. No.
Killing them is inhumane now.
My nutty center, no!
Give unto me your healthiest nuts. No. Kill the children.
I myself had a cold Shai Halud meat sandwich.
Yeah, that's right. Worm meat is incredibly common and
Yeah.
tasty when prepared correctly.
Yes.
All right. So you roll into the small town of Kuba. Or
Gooding
Yeah,
Jr.
Kuba.
Kuba.
Gooding Jr. Okay, I'm done.
Show me the money. All right. And you are met. The town has a small, about 5 foot high wall. There are fields in front of the wall of worked earth where they are growing. What would you grow in that area?
Mushrooms. No, that grows in the dark.
Up in northern New
Northern
Mexico,
New Mexico.
you're gonna grow either they have grapes up there now. It's like a big deal.
All right.
Poppy fields.
Chili peppers.
No, what they
Peppers.
yes,
Or pistachios.
Avocados.
pistachios take a lot of water, if I remember. You find grape fields, a vineyard, an enormous vineyard, as
Okay.
well as they grow. You see smaller crops of things like peppers and some pistachio trees.
Good thing they have these high walls to keep all the kittens out.
And inside the town, you see
Their wall is 5 feet high. What the fuck's it going to protect them from? Children? It's terrible.
That
is
is
terrible.
fair.
I was so
Yeah.
confused. for a
Jack's
minute.
just mad. He's going to be mad at everything right now.
So the wall's about 5 feet high, and it is made of mega damage materials, mostly metals. Some mega damage, Duracrete, I think is the name of it.
Are the
So
crops healthy?
the crops seem to be doing pretty well. They seem. Oh, that's right. You would know a ton about this. You see, everything is well tended. They definitely are worked. They haven't been left to abandon, and they definitely get rotated on a yearly basis to keep the soil from being too spent. So you actually see people in these fields, about 15 people picking grapes as you are coming towards town.
Who are we looking for again?
Melina Tran.
Melina Tran. I have the last name, but Melina is kind of a hard one to get the name around.
It's because it's Melina.
Oh, Melina Tran. Yeah.
Hey, is Cagney wired in with us?
Yes.
Okay. Hey, Cagney, do people freak out when you go to talk to them because you're, a dog boy and all?
Not in the smaller villages.
All right. Well, you kind of have a good, weird calming effect. So maybe you should go talk to some of these people and try to find where Melina, I can't remember her name already.
Melina.
Melina is. And I would like to go and ride into the town and just start like scoping it out to see if there was any signs of what might have been trouble at some point.
As you ride into town, it is a very quaint kind of place.
Okay.
Very few of the buildings are larger than 2 stories high. There's a church with a steeple on it that's a little higher. There's like 1 3-story office building, and
The church like active.
it looks maintained.
It creeps him out.
It is a old, we'll say Episcopal church.
All right.
And there is also, you see, a large a large place with out front, you see a very large building with big vats in the back, where on the sign out front says Hale and Hardy Winery. And Hardy is spelled Hardy. Harty.
RTE?
Yeah.
Town's looking pretty peaceful.
Yeah.
There are people around, but when they see your bike, people kind of get out of the road. There is a sheriff in town who, as you are driving around, kind of steps out onto the front porch of his little 1-story tall place and
I hop off.
okay. You come over and he says, so welcome
Hello.
to our little town of Kuba. I'm gonna need you to keep that thing and any long-barreled weapons outside the walls.
Long-barreled weapons?
Yeah, any rifles, shotguns,
Rifles and rifles.
rail guns.
Right, rifles. No problem. I heard rifles, and I get on the bike and I start to drive it back out to the front. The sheriff's an asshole, and I want to drive out of town and park my bike. I have not taken off my shotgun. I'm keeping it on my back.
I think I would have stayed there while Jack drove the bike.
Yeah,
Okay,
You could go to somebody else.
You got off the bike the same time he did. Anyone else going into town?
Yeah, I'm going into town.
As they...
Well, we have
sheriff
to walk
starts-
in.
Yeah, the sheriff starts walking up and being like, folks, I'm going to need you to put any oversized weaponry or mega damage weaponry. We've got a safe place we can keep it. It's a lockbox, which you can decide who, but will only be activated by one of your fingerprints.
Well, that's fine. And I take out my 2 obvious mega damage weapons, keeping my SDC pistols that are secretly MDC pistols. Yeah, I hand those over. I hand over my shotgun. I hand over my MDC Derringer. And I don't think I have a vibroblade. Yeah, no, I'm just...
He takes a picture of it with a digital camera and then pulls like a photograph of it, and here's your copy.
Thank you.
I'll hand over the vibroblade short sword, my laser pistol, and then the 2 I picked up off of Ruby.
Okay.
Okay. I have my NG57 plasma pistol, my C12 heavy assault rifle, my C12 SDC mode. Oh no, that's the same C12. And is there any, so Jack tries to hide his shotgun in his jacket, like shoved into his jacket. All right, ready to go.
Son, the sheriff is an older man in his 50s with a little bit of a beard.
Right.
A white guy with very tan skin. You can tell he's also worked the fields. Like, has a big kind of like straw hat.
Mm-hmm.
Does have a vest with a star on it. He's like, son, I don't know if you're trying to be hilarious or awful, but please don't.
All right, listen. I want to take it out. I want to go, this thing is so fucking expensive.
Yeah, I'm not going to touch it. Put it in the box.
Yeah, good. Don't touch it.
Oh.
And I put it away. I'm keeping the arm, and I go.
Chova puts in her pistol, her Minoan pistol, and her laser pistol.
Trevor doesn't even need that shit. She
like
Shit out of her body.
she just is an MDC weapon. She's her own arsenal.
Yeah, it's real hard to regulate that.
Well, she also wears clothes. She's not like her dad, so she wears clothes.
Fair.
Her dad is a tattoo mage, for those who don't know. Tattoo mages.
Does Cagney have weapons? Does he even carry weapons?
I'll put in my 1 rifle in the box.
All right, and they hand you receipts, and only you can open it. So, like,
Okay.
he closes it, he shows you, he puts his thumb on it and goes, dee-dee-dee-durn. He's like, I can't open it. So if it's here for more than a year, the time trigger will flip. So don't leave your shit here for a year or it's mine.
I gotta ask you a question real quick.
Uh-huh.
Anything interesting ever open up that you want to sell?
No one's ever left their shit here for a year.
It was worth asking.
Yeah, sorry. Yeah, it's a
Alright.
quiet town. So if you folks are looking for some wine, the Hale and Hardy is our lifeblood around here in Kuba.
Do you know where Melina is?
Who?
Melina, do you know where Melina is?
We are looking for someone. A family friend asked us to look for her cousin, Melina Tran.
Oh, Miss Tran. I haven't seen her in today. I don't remember when I last saw her was, but I don't know. I think she worked at the winery. So yeah,
All right.
let's listen, folks. It's a quiet town.
We're not here to
We're
cause
not
any
looking
trouble.
for adventurers come in and cybernet the place up, if you know what I mean.
You won't find.
That I like. I do get that.
Yeah. Look,
They
we're just
are
looking for.
bumpus.
We're just looking for someone. We mean them no harm. We just were asked to make sure that they were all right and doing well. Their cousin had not heard from them in a while, and so we came out to have a look for them.
All right, well, just be careful, be kind, be careful, and enjoy yourselves.
Thank you.
Yep. If you need me, my name's Sheriff Hardy.
Do you own the winery?
No, my son does. My son Bradley.
I'm sorry that it currently feels like we may have to kill him at some point during this night. Just kidding. That was not in character.
So
That was not in
very
character.
sorry,
Yeah.
Say, well, you could leave now, or I could run you out.
I'm gonna crush your son's head like a melon. Wait, melons are pretty hard to crush.
Yep.
Like a grape.
There.
All right.
Does the sheriff have any problem with Starsake or?
He looks at the thing, gives it an eye. Is like, he looks over at the shark puppy and is a little more taken aback by the shark puppy. Like, that
He's
thing
good
is
against Yeah.
if that thing poops on the floor, you're gonna have to clean it up yourself.
I have Sharky bags.
Just don't let him poop inside the buildings.
I will not. He's great at detecting vampires, and I know where we are, so he'll sniff them out if you got any.
Oh, seriously?
Yeah, super good at it.
We haven't had a vampire problem, but like I keep hearing stories about places that do, and that sounds
Yeah.
terrible.
Oh, it's horrifying. I spent some time below the Rio Grande.
Oh,
it-
I heard a guy come through talking about what's down there, and it was real bad.
It's a horror show. You're very lucky. That's why I keep him with me. It's good luck. Always safe to know that there are no vampires around.
Can I pet your lucky puppy?
You may. His name's Wild Bill. You should feel free.
Just a little Wild Bill, and he leans down and pets the dog.
Oh.
Can I pet your lucky puppy? Please put that. Let's make that a shirt. I'll draw the shark puppy, and we can
Please.
make that a shirt.
Yes.
Do
That
it.
would be so
May I be
good.
your lucky shark puppy.
Okay.
That's fantastic. Grizzled badass sheriff. I love it. Let me pet it.
So cute.
Scared of vampires.
Do I smell any cigarette smoke or alcohol?
You definitely smell alcohol. The entire town smells like a winery. There's definitely cigarette smoke. He smokes. You can smell the tobacco coming off of him. There's pretty much everyone in this town smokes. It seems like they have a tobacco field nearby that they harvest. You don't smell anything. Well, there's a lot of smells in town. You smell a lot less since Jericho Jack took his smoking, oil burning bike for a lap around town, kind of knocked out a good number of
You're welcome.
scents.
Could I use cybernetic medicine to examine the quality of Jericho's implants?
Absolutely. You will take a -5 for unless you want to ask him to do it.
No, I'm just looking.
Yeah.
I don't think he'd say yes.
All right, you got a 99. The thing is, they're so covered in soot that you're sure there's cybernetic under there, but for some reason they keep giving off smoke, which you've never heard of a cyber arm doing.
That's because I fixed them.
Stuff.
If it ain't smoking, it's broken.
In this town, there's also another bar on the other side of town, which is serves beer, and it's like a saloon tavern. The Hale and Hardy Winery is open for business and does seem to be serving a early afternoon meal. A couple of people are in there. There's one man who is clearly wearing a large top hat and a suit jacket with a sash around his shoulders in the cartoon image of a mayor.
That must be the town fool. He's the town drunk.
All right, go easy. These are simple folk.
I'm gonna go to the other bar. Right? Do we want to split up or do we want to stay together for this?
I'm just going to where he thought you would be, because everything else seems superfluous to start.
I think we should stay together and go to the winery.
I think we should let Cagney do the talking. He does mind shit.
All right, now we need a name for the bad bar. Let's see.
The bad bar.
Bad to the bone.
Wait, what's the name of the
Come
town?
on.
Kuba?
Kuba. This one would be called
The Kuba
Havana
town.
House.
Okay.
Name it
Havana
Dos Equis.
Nah, I like Havana House.
Oh, I like Havana House. That's good.
It works. All right, so you head over towards the main place, the Hale and Hardy Winery, and inside is a young woman or middle-aged woman serving the mayor lunch.
Does Harkins get to keep his horse? Because he's rocking like he gets to keep his horse.
Yes, you get to keep the horse because the horse does not have obvious weapon systems like Salt.
I just keep throwing him dirty looks because he gets to keep his dope horse.
I just wink at you.
Stupid cowboys.
So you enter the bar, and who's heading over? Everyone except for Jack?
No, we are all going to the winery.
I'll go.
Okay.
All right, Joe.
As you head over in the winery direction, the mayor man looks a little drunk as you show up, and he says, "Oh, new friends. Hi. I'm Sheriff Griff."
You're not the sheriff. We just met the sheriff.
"Oh, I'm sorry. I lost that election, yeah. But I'm Mayor Griff."
He lost being sheriff, but he made mayor.
That
He
makes a
is
lot of
clearly
sense.
pretty drunk.
Mayor Griff, you run a fine town here.
Thank you. So you looking for some fine wines for the Hale and Hardy? Is a great red and the what were you just serving me? She's like, it's a Chardonnay and a great Chardonnay.
Who was the person that he was just talking to?
The woman who was serving him. She
Mhm.
goes, "Oh, hi, I'm Casey Hale."
Hi, Casey. It's nice to meet you. I'm glad to see that you are sober and we're able to talk to you.
Yes, well, hold on. Well, that's just Monty. Monty, you want to just go? Yes, they said they'll vote for you, Monty. Okay. And she like moves him off towards the other end of the bar and I'll get you all table over this way, and escorts you to the other side. She's like, hello. So where y'all from?
I'm from Hope.
Oh, I ain't never been up that way.
Yeah.
Nowhere.
Oh, that's a little sad.
I'm from all over. You ever been there?
Well, no, I mostly spent my life in this town.
Sounds like fun.
Yes, it's better than some of the things out there.
Have you seen a lady? Shit, I forget her name.
Yeah,
What's her name?
every morning when I look in the mirror.
Yes. Melina Tran, Jack. We are looking for Melina Tran.
Oh, Mel?
Yeah.
And you said you were looking for a Jack too?
No,
No,
I'm Jack.
that's
I found me.
Jack.
You're
Oh,
right.
I'm sorry. Oh, okay. Yeah, you find yourself every morning, don't you?
Yeah, you do.
All right. Well, Melina, she was one of the people who would be harvesting with us, but we haven't seen her a couple of days. Last we saw her, she was out picking.
What, she was out picking grapes?
Yeah, she was out picking, but it was time to come on in because it gets dark quick some
Sure.
nights.
That was
And
a few days ago.
yeah,
Ain't no one
and
up.
we just assumed she was just been sick and haven't checked on her because she didn't like it when we did it that one time.
All right. Well, why don't we
Have other
go ahead,
have
please.
other people gone missing?
I mean, people leave this town all the time. Like he said, there's not a ton to do around here, and sometimes the teenagers get a little excited and take off. I mean, the sheriff's son left not that long ago, but he gave a big old speech to his dad before he left town. So there was really what was that?
Doesn't he own this place? Doesn't he own this place?
The sheriff? Oh no, not the
His
sheriff. I'm
son?
sorry, not the sheriff's son. I meant the mayor's son.
Right, he
This
lost
is a
that
problem
election.
Kevin keeps having.
That's all right. That's
Kevin
all
meant
right.
Mayor Griff's son.
Wait, he really is the fucking mayor?
Yes.
This town. All right, good. I like this town. Did he yell at his dad like in front of everybody?
Yeah, he really did.
Awesome.
He blamed him for mom leaving. It was ugly sight.
Yeah.
It was
Classic.
a lot of laundry that you don't put out on a pole.
Yeah, but they
Don't put
did
out on
that.
the line. I'm sorry.
And y'all probably watched too, didn't you?
Oh, absolutely.
Absolutely. Yep.
I mean, he was yelling loud enough the whole town could hear anyway.
Yeah.
But can I get you anything? Do you have like a wine preference? We've got a very nice grilled cheese,
Strong.
and a
Strong
lovely red that goes with it.
I actually think I'm going to be taking my leave and going to look for Miss Tran. But if you serve dinner here,
Oh, everything but breakfast.
lovely. I'm sure I will be back for dinner.
All right, you be well.
You as well.
I'll be seeing you.
Do you know where she lived by chance?
Oh, Mal, she lived just down the way, about 5 houses. It was the one she painted it like this blue. Didn't match with the rest of the town, but it was a striking color, and she really seemed to like that. And we tried to ask her to change it, but she kept saying no.
Does the town have like a set color that you guys all want in your house?
No, it's just people here generally just like things a certain way. Just simple.
Brown.
It's more of a beige.
Okay.
Brown.
I think that's a good place to start, Jover. Might as well. I could go. You guys want to still stick together?
Yes.
Why do you keep looking at me when you say that?
Okay, Mom.
Or are you looking at Iola? All right, fine. Let's go to her house. Hey, wait a minute. Cagney, can you I don't know if this is offensive. Can you smell stuff? Like bigger, better than normal people can?
All the time.
Oh man, that must suck. We could probably
Yeah.
use that though.
Can be overwhelming sometimes.
Yeah, a winery is a very strong scent.
Can you track by scent?
Not too well.
Oh.
Well, we'll do it the old-fashioned way. Let's go to her house.
Yeah.
All right. Cut to.
Is the door open?
The door is not open. It is
So quick
closed.
time check. It is 9:30.
Yes.
Do we want
No,
to
Are you going
break?
to do a break?
Give me a minute.
Okay.
So
Okay.
you open the door to this house, or you try the door to this house, and it opens easily. It was not locked.
Oh, okay.
Everything in there is laid out in a very specific fashion where it's all very much in its place in a weird spot. Everything is like a artist did all of this. Everything is at a weird angle, kind of a little bit of a like a book on feng shui is on one of the tables, and it's one of the late 90s books on feng shui. It's Absolutely.
So it's one of the good ones.
Nothing to do with anything. And she has like a splatter painted wall and then like a canvas which clearly has like a nightmare image of a woman tearing at her face with black hair, white, absolutely white skin, tearing at her own face with black blood coming out of the sides of her eyes. And as you look at the image, you could hear a scream in your minds. And you look around behind you, and there is Melina Tran. And that's where we'll cut for the moment. All right, and that's where we're going to take a break.
What does it mean?
What does it mean?
I'm gonna punch that painting.
Okay. We'll be back in just a second.
Sheriff taking away our weapons.
Okay.
Or we'll be right back.
Okay, come back. All right, we're back.
We're back.
We're back.
We're back. Hello, everyone. We're back.
Hello.
Previously, Jericho had a. We started out with Jericho having a talk with Hallie, the leyline walker, who
A dental talk.
was
Asshole.
a jerk. It did not go the way anyone wanted, but
Yeah, I think that's fair.
But in order to kind of grease the wheels, Harkins talked with Florentina, his contact or the security contact from the Akoma Nation, and asked if there was anything they could do to kind of like put themselves in a little stronger light. And Florentina asked the group to go check on her cousin in the town of Kuba, New Mexico, who she hadn't heard from in a little too long, a couple of weeks. Normally they'd be in touch every week. But the group showed up to this quaint vineyard town. The sheriff asked them to leave their gigantic motorcycle with saw blades for wheels and a laser gun on it, and outside of town, and all of their mega damage weaponry in secure containers where they could get them back on their way out. When they started asking about the cousin named Melina, did I say Melina? I think I've said it different ways every time.
Melina.
Just Mel.
Mel. Well, Meltran.
They asked about her and were pointed to a house that was painted blue. Melina Tran, a house that was painted blue, where it was known Melina lived. They opened the door and entered to see a room with tables and chairs in odd places, but looked deliberately put there. One of the walls was splattered with multicolored paint. Another one of the walls had a gigantic portrait, kind of a horrible figure tearing at their own face with black blood coming out of their eyes. They turned around and saw They saw Mal. She is a young woman, dark hair and kind of a bob cut. And as you turn around and see her, she is covered in splatters of red and throws something at all of you.
Am I in between her and the rest of the party, or was I one, like, she was behind us, right?
You came in, started looking around, and she came like around a corner suddenly.
Can I try to jump in front and block that shit with my arm? Whatever that
Yes. Give me a roll to parry and get above a 10.
All right. Okay. Roll to parry. 4.
All right, so you were the only one this doesn't hit. As blue paint splatters all into the group, what is Harkins doing?
I would just want to know if I can dodge. I don't know what it is, and my immediate instinct is to get the fuck out of the way.
Yeah, you can attempt to dodge.
Okay.
It's a 10. 10 is your difficulty.
I mean, I think I would too.
Yeah.
Wait, so I'm not getting hit by it?
You're not getting hit by it.
I tried to help. Fuck you guys.
Failed at helping.
Awesome.
Harkins and Iola both quickly maneuver out of the way and don't get any paint splattered on them. As the blue paint flecks, let's see, does Drover dodge as well?
Yes.
Yeah, so Drover gets a 16 and dodges as well. Cagney just sits there and takes it, apparently. As the paint flies over all of you, she starts screaming, "Be gone! Get out! Be gone!"
Well, it's okay.
She's like, wait, you didn't run.
I want to tackle her.
No!
I want to tackle the shit out of her.
No!
Make a roll to strike.
Okay.
Can we stop? How do we stop this?
Can we get in his way?
You can attempt to tackle
I'm in no fucking mood for this shit.
And you roll a 4, which is a miss. You get up and you slip on the paint.
Son of a bitch!
And you immediately fall right to the ground.
And I'm going to stand in front of Jack. Actually, on Jack. I'm going to stand on top of Jack.
Punch that crazy lady in the face!
Yo,
what are you doing?
Shut up, Jack.
Shut up, Jack.
What? You broke into my house.
The door was unlocked. We are here.
Yeah, but it was shut.
We're sorry for the intrusion. We are here because your cousin is very worried about you.
Good. Oh, All right. I haven't been able to get through to her. I've been worried. Something's been breaking the signals around this town, and all right. So I keep seeing. So I have a weird question to ask all of you. When you looked at my painting, did it scream at you?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, super. A lot.
I don't know why it does that.
Where
Maybe
did it come from?
I made it.
It looks like shit.
It
Does not.
Jack,
Not
doesn't
step
like-
on
just
Jack.
shut your goddamn pie hole. Just shut your
It's
pie
a
hole.
technical achievement, but I hate it. But
Why
I
not?
just can't destroy it.
Is
I
there
also hate
anything
it.
I could do to like get a feel for the painting and what's going on with it, or does Cagney have something?
Yeah,
Or...
is there psychic energy or magic energy?
Yeah.
There's a
painting?
little
Or-
bit of psychic energy. The painting is giving off a psychic scent.
What about the paints in the room?
The paints are not. Mal is a minor psychic, you can kind of tell. But this kind of effect seems a little bit beyond her, and she seems honestly frightened by it too.
Could I do sense evil? I can feel or sense the presence of evil, especially supernatural evil. It will approximate how many supernatural evil presences are within 90 feet
Okay.
of me and then register the intensity.
Holy shit, that painting's evil.
If I may ask,
Evil.
what do you mean it's evil?
The painting radiates.
It just waves and waves of evil.
All right, let's burn the fucking thing.
No,
Super
don't.
bad.
All right, everybody, everybody just take a deep breath. And by everybody, I mean Jack.
How am I the bad guy? She just said evil, evil. So we burn the fucking thing.
Jack, there are different ways to deal with evil. Sometimes fire can actually give them power. We need more information before we punch and burn.
Like, I tried to do this thing I read in a book to like cleanse the house, but like I don't think it's working.
I think maybe you did it backwards. Now, I have a question
No,
for
I
you.
did it like it said in the book.
So first of all, are these the same paints you've been using before the painting turned evil? Or did you get new paints and painted this and it turned evil?
After I painted that, I threw away the paints.
I think that was wise.
How long ago did you paint this?
2 weeks.
How long did it take you?
When I woke up, it was finished.
Did you?
Oh,
So
What?
did you set out to paint it this way?
Oh,
Okay.
Did this in your sleep.
yeah.
Oh, that's some fucking spooky shit. Can we burn the thing, please? She painted it in her
Don't
fucking
burn it
sleep.
in my house. I'd burn my house down.
Hold on. Is this you? I want to point at the painting. Is that you? Is it? Do you know who this is?
You?
I'm not a chick with pure porcelain white skin. Look, do you know who that is? Do you know who you just painted?
No.
I can also tell if an object or person has been possessed.
Has been possessed or is
Is
possessed?
possessed. Is possessed.
Is not currently possessed.
It's just evil.
Wait, cleanse the
painting is
house.
evil. The painting is not possessed, but it does radiate a sense of evil.
Wait,
Okay.
cleanse it. Cagney, can you lifted poison out of a guy? I've never seen that before. Can you like clean this house of like spooky evil shit?
I mean, can you?
it might take a while, but I can try.
I mean, if you do that, and I'm just throwing a wild guess out here from spooky stories, I'm not a ghost fighter. Like, won't that piss it off?
Well, I
Ca-
didn't like it when I painted my house blue.
It didn't like it?
No, it started acting up more, screaming at me. Before it would just like cackle at me.
You
Okay.
All right.
fucking thing?
What's that?
You've been hearing this thing?
Yeah, I don't know how to make it stop. I can't leave.
Cagney, I don't know if you can commune with spirits, but I can. I don't know if you have that as well, but that is something I can do.
I can't. So if you want to, go ahead.
I'm going to have to sit down probably on the floor.
Oh, she's like, oh, it's still, and throws down like a canvas for you to sit on. She's like, there's paint underneath you now, but
Oh.
it's not on you. They'll get a little blue on you. They don't like it when you have a little blue. And you do notice she has like under her hair has taken like her hand and painted the back of her neck blue.
Oh yeah, I'll take some blue and put it on myself.
I can see and speak with all types of entities, including poltergeist, haunting spirits, trapped entities, imprisoned entities, and possessing entities, as well as most other type of ghostly spirits. The ability to see and communicate with these ghost-like beings doesn't mean I'll obey them, but I can talk to them.
You do get that there is some kind of haunting entity in the painting. I said it wasn't possessed. That's not really how possession works, I think. But yeah, there's definitely something haunting this painting. It feels like it's haunting the paints that were used. Specifically, the black blood coming out of the eyes.
Do you still have that book?
Which one?
The one you used to cleanse your house that obviously did the opposite of that and
she
created a
holds up the
giant
feng
beacon
shui
for an
book.
angry spirit? All right, let me take a look.
I think the book is after the painting was painted.
Yeah,
Oh, was it?
yeah.
Oh, well, never
I
mind.
don't know what else to do.
Can I talk to the entity in the painting?
Yes, the entity is interested in you, and it says, "You don't fear, do you? She's coming. She's coming. She's coming.
Who's coming?
She's coming."
Who is she?
The witch, the witch, the witch. The
How are
witch
you?
of death, the witch of death.
How are you connected to the Witch of Death?
I am her blood. I am her blood. I am her blood. Though long gone, long rotten, she lives in death, in death, in death. I am her blood. I am her blood. She is coming. She is coming. You will fear. You will die.
How did her blood in this paint? How was that possible?
I am her blood. It doesn't seem to really understand your question.
Come out and Al, where
Yeah?
did you get the paint for this?
I make all my paints myself from local ingredients. Because going to town to buy them, to other towns to buy them, is not easy.
Where did you get the ingredients for the black blood coming out of the eyes?
So I know I'm not supposed to go into certain parts of the winery. But there's the black grapes in the hidden orchard. They were just the perfect color.
You
There's
Oh,
a place called the Hidden Orchard with black grapes.
I thought it was metaphorical.
why
Turns
is it?
out-
Does no one ever touch these grapes?
Well, no one else walks around there. No one else.
Right. Maybe we see why.
People actually don't see it. I don't know.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Where's the orchard? We'll burn it down.
Jack,
I'm still standing
It's
on him,
the-
so he's not going anywhere.
painting actually, I communed with it,
Oh,
and
that sounds unpleasant.
the black grape is the blood of the Witch of Death, and it
Oh.
says that she is coming. She's been long gone. She lives in death, but she shall return, and we will all fear, and we will all die.
That sounds bad.
Yes, very bad, very bad.
I don't.
Are these black grapes grown intentionally, or
I mean, there are trellises, but I've never seen anyone go back there. Like, I asked Casey about it once, but she acted like she didn't know what I was talking about.
Who's Casey?
Casey Hale. She's part owner of the winery. Nice old lady. Oh,
Wait,
she's
wait,
not
wait.
old. She's
This
yeah.
orchard is on the winery's land.
I mean, it's hard to say who owns it. I mean, it's next to the other orchards, but it's like in a forest. It's hard to like there's a grove of trees that like you go through, and then on the other side of the small, what is it, a copse?
Right.
More grapes, and that's where the black grapes were. I started calling it the hidden orchard because that sounded right. And yeah,
I say we go to this hidden orchard.
I don't. So I tried to go back, and I couldn't find it.
Okay.
But I wasn't wearing blue. I was wearing red that day. And when I wear blue, the voice talks to me a lot less.
All right. So we try to go to this orchard and not wear blue.
No, do wear blue. Wait,
Do wear blue.
I don't remember.
This is fucking
Was I wearing
stupid.
blue?
I say we just burn
The
this.
blue helps. The blue helps. The blue helps.
Okay.
Me helps me. That's why I threw it at you, because I thought if you were like some horrible thing that hated blue and I threw you blue paint at you, it would help.
Cagney, can you calm her down so that she starts making a little bit more sense? I feel like we're getting a bunch of jarbled.
Yeah, Mel, do I have your permission to examine you?
No.
No, come on. What are you doing?
You keep making me extremely nervous.
You have a spooky ghost in your house.
Yeah, and it's yelling at me right now. And
We're the only people here trying to help you.
Fine.
While
I'll use psychic diagnosis.
Okay, on her, you can. I'm trying to remember what psychic diagnosis does, and I've got the book right here.
Is Iola still standing on me?
yeah, just
Okay,
give
I'm
me.
just letting
I've got something to do with it. I'll just give
I
you.
did this whole argument on my back,
Yeah,
which
I
I
love
think is
everything about
great.
I just imagine every now and then she just kicks him.
Steps really hard.
Okay,
Yeah.
so she is not in physical pain. She is not diseased.
Okay.
She is not currently possessed, but you do get like a lingering touch. It's been 2 weeks, but I think it's pretty clear that something possessed her while she painted this.
Okay. So she's fine now.
What would I need to roll? Demons and monsters?
What are you looking to find out?
More about the Witch of Death and
Yes, demons, monsters, or fairies and creatures of magic. Either could help. One is closer to the truth, but
I did demons and monsters and got a success.
okay.
And I did
got fairies and creatures of magic.
Your success is 3 better than mine.
Excellent. Yes. Jericho rolled a 29 under a 40, and Jovro rolled a 26 under a 60. So there are a number of possessing entities and other things. There are all kinds of witches. There are witches who make pacts with otherworldly beings and perform evil acts, and the pact corrupts them. And there are some people who call themselves witches who are simply spellcasters, and there are witches who make those pacts and believe they will be able to get out of the downsides of it, and that never works out for them.
Rookie mistake.
In this case, a witch of death could mean a number of things according to demon and monsters, but fairies and creatures of magic, you zoom in a little more on it. You focus in, and fairies and witches have a long history of kind of oppositional dealings. But creatures of magic, this sounds less like an actual witch and more like something called a witchling.
It's a different kind of monster.
Supernatural being. And as you look at the painting, you can see how it looks a little bit like a witchling, except the witchling doesn't have eyes. And a witchling also doesn't have legs. It is roughly the form of an older human female, and they revel in confusion and twisting people and manipulating people. They tend to be awful and want to be worshipped, and often have some kind of minions with them. They're good at controlling minions. They have no legs, and their natural state is that of floating silently through the air. They are powerful spellcasters.
While this is happening,
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to sit cross-legged on Jack's chest and lean my head so that we're face to face and be like, okay, you know I like this whole like kill everything thing, right?
Sure.
Can you just chill it so that we can work together as a team?
We're trying to work together as a team.
You're just trying to kill everything right immediately. Can we like figure shit out before we just attack it? Promise me we'll attack it.
All right.
Okay. Cool.
Burn the painting. Whatever.
And she's going to kiss him straight on the forehead and jump off.
We get up with paint all over my back.
Yep. Your boots are now blue.
I hate this color. Oh, I'm wearing blue.
Would I also happen to know ways of dealing with a witchling?
Oh, they are immune. They are MDC beings and can be killed in the normal manner. Though, if you do not behead it and separate the head and the body after it's already been otherwise rendered in, after you blow it up good, then remove the head. That's just a generally good rule for supernatural things anyway, but it seems witchlings have a tendency to want to come back together if you don't do that.
So blow it up good, huh?
Blow it up good, knock off its top.
So I tell the team all of this.
And witchlings often have quirks.
So we have to find this thing and then burn it and cut off its head.
Yes.
Yes.
I want to look at everybody. Sorry.
She's like, can you take the painting with you when you go? I can't.
Can I just walk up to the painting and take my 2 daggers and just go like that into it?
Okay, make an attack roll.
Everyone's yelling at me. She's running up, touching the damn thing.
It's a painting.
It screamed at us.
Is it a silver dagger?
No,
No.
but it's magic.
They're magic though.
Okay, so you actually pierce into the painting and you feel, give me a save versus psionics
Oh shit.
as it attempts to defend itself.
Oh, nice.
Natural 20. All right, so everyone can hear a psionic screech of horror and pain as she stabs into this with her daggers. Do you want to say what the daggers look like?
Yeah, so I carry 2 daggers and I don't pull them out very often, but they're long, kind of thin and tapered at the end, and they have like etching all over them. In like a script you probably wouldn't really, it's hard to understand, but it's really beautifully detailed script.
Yeah. And as you pierce the canvas, a little bit more blood comes, like the black blood oozes out a little bit, and then the painting shivers and shakes, and you feel like the painting's not dead yet.
Can I stab it again?
Can you take it out?
Yeah, okay. I'll just take it out on the blades.
Yeah, without touching the actual painting itself.
Yeah.
You take it outside. There are people walking down the street and just look astonished at you as you do this.
Go away. Fuck off.
They all run.
There you go. Hi, bye. All right, let's beat the shit out of this thing. Throw it on the ground, I will. Start beating the fucking shit out of it.
I vote that we just set it on fire, but that's just.
Oh, okay.
The first time you punch it, give me a save versus psionics.
Oh, shit. Okay. Da-da-da-da. Da-da-da-da-da-da-da.
Even if you're using your bionic arm, it is still considered part of you. 18 is good enough to not become possessed. All right. As you start fighting it, the thing kind of reaches out, screams at you as well, but you let your anger blind you.
Shut the fuck up!
Let's not touch it. That's a bad idea.
It was trying to grab me, the fucking thing.
At this point, you make short work of what is left of the painting.
Yeah, there we go.
Is it still alive?
Nah, it's dead, I think.
There is still the spirit that was in it is not dead, but it is no longer part of this painting.
Where did the spirit go? Is there any idea or
Unless you can see spirits, you don't know.
no?
Do-do-do-do-do.
I mean, I could cast a spell, but I wouldn't have. So
Yeah.
Let me see if I can see spirit.
No, you can't, Jack.
Dang.
You're muted, Ting.
Was
I
Sense
could-
Evil work?
Sense evil, yes. If you pull up or already had the sense evil, yeah, you would get that the spirit
Yeah.
kind of just like flies up and somewhat dissipates, and then doesn't dissipate. It flies up and to the northwest.
So you have like a radar on it, essentially?
For about 90 feet.
Start moving towards that direction.
I start following the dog boy.
She if she sees you walking in that direction, she's like, oh yeah, I can show you to where the orchard is, or should be.
Hurry up!
can I burn it?
Uh,
The painting.
You burn the canvas and the
Yeah.
thing in the middle of the street, and as you light it on fire, the sheriff comes walking up and he's like,
What the fuck? You have been in my town for 10 minutes.
you know, we have some regulations about burning stuff in the street.
Sorry, I didn't want to do it inside the house.
Everything okay, Mel? And she's like, yeah, things are fine. It's all good, Mr. Bradley. I mean, Sheriff Bradley.
If there's a fine, I will gladly pay it. Oh, apologies, but a thing had to be done, and we did it.
Okay. Well, just don't burn things in the street, okay?
All
Okay.
right.
Hey, we apologize.
I accept your apology.
This is like Officer Barbrady from South Park. All right, everybody, just be safe.
I have no idea what the meta plot is going on here, so just don't break my shit. Okay. So she shows you, she takes you guys, y'all, outside of town, and she shows you through the orchards to a part where it's starting to get a little bit dark. And she's like, normally we all go inside now, but I tend to stay out a little later, get a little more done, and go into work a little later. As long as I do the same haul as everyone else, they don't really care, but I'm the only one who stays out past dark. Yeah.
Cool. Sounds like a good way to not get possessed.
Yeah. Yeah, you're so cool and detached. It's great.
Yeah, I'm
Right?
going
Like, isn't he the like hardest core sort of mean merc you ever met?
This is exactly why she got possessed. I'm gonna make fun of her for it. Fuck her.
Jack.
Wish.
I stay out after dark. She gets eaten by a goddamn ghost. Fucking spooky painting. Gotta burn that shit in your front lawn.
Jack, there was a
Are you
movie
done?
once. There was a movie
Yeah.
once a long, long time ago called The Wizard of Miz or something. And everybody was missing something. I hope that someday we find your humanity.
I am very humane. Yeah, you didn't think I knew that word, did you? Got him.
Jack,
Yeah.
no one goes out thinking there's going to be spirits. We go out at night.
Yeah, but you know. we're
To be
also-
honest, every night I go out, I'm worried there's going to be more vampires. So I get the thought process a little bit, but that's no reason to be mean about it.
She starts walking down a path that seems to like branch 4 times, and she just is kind of absentmindedly walking down it. And if anyone has detect concealment, roll that for me.
I do. Is that a roll? That's a spell.
It's a skill.
Oh.
Then just roll a d100 and we'll see what you get.
I got a success.
I have detect ambush.
Not the same.
I just have a spell. I don't have it as a skill.
Okay, if that's right. It is also a spell that allows you to detect when someone has used the spell concealment, which is weird.
Okay.
So you notice on the trees as you're walking, there are certain. Every now and then you see a little stick doll hanging from the trees, like a bunch of sticks in different shapes. Sometimes shaped like a person, sometimes shaped like an animal. And every now and one of them is made out of bone, like animal bones. And she just absentmindedly happens to be following this path.
I want to tap Jovra. Like,
And I'm gonna be like, Viola, are you seeing what I'm seeing?
What?
What's hanging from the trees?
Do I see it?
When it's been pointed out to you, yes, you can clearly see it. Everything's starting to get darker and metaphysically darker as well.
Can
Hey.
I
I'm sorry, go ahead.
Can I cast a light? Do we want a light?
Yes. I'll put on my goggles.
Okay.
I'm gonna cast globe of daylight. No, I'll cast lantern light. That makes more sense for right now.
All right.
Get
So you
it
cast.
down! Damn it! All right, we're casting
Harkins was looking directly in it at the time.
light spells, I guess, with my night
I
vision
asked
goggles
if
on.
you wanted. I said
It's
everybody want a
fun.
light.
It's fun.
Hey,
Ow.
hey, Cagney.
I will shoot you in the goddamn mouth, Jack.
I'm not even fucking talking to you, Harkins. Shut up and cover your goddamn eyes. Hey, you still smell evil or whatever you were doing?
You can smell up ahead. There is the strong smell of grapes with an undercurrent of evil.
Yep. Straight ahead.
It's kind of an evil forward wine.
So Jover's going to be looking at Cagney because they both can sense evil.
Yeah. So
Are the
they're
trees getting less and less healthy as we move down this path?
they're not unhealthy. They're just no, they
Okay.
are unhealthy. They're
Are they
unhealthy.
tree
look
or
like
are they
normal trees.
vines?
They look like normal trees along this path, but the ones with the charms hanging from them feel twisted and a little unnatural.
Oof.
They are still trees,
Oh, man.
but
Are they-
something is doing something to them.
Are they trees or are they vines?
They are trees.
With
But then you come through the trees and you get to the clearing.
Oh, okay.
And you see the hidden vineyard. There are 4 rows of grapes that are growing extremely well. The entire field radiates evil. There's a number of... It's gotten very dark. The night has come up, or come out, as the sun has set.
Can we see the moon?
It is a full moon for atmospheric purposes. And
That can't be good.
there's a number of scarecrows in this field as well. There's a scarecrow in each corner of the field.
That's too many scarecrows for one field.
And these are giving off the same kind of twisted aura as the other.
Yes. And if you can sense supernatural evil, there is a supernatural evil presence about each of these scarecrows.
Oh, the scarecrows.
Yes. And the whole place, but yes, especially the scarecrows. Oh, nerds,
I'll
that's
let-
conversion book 1. Okay. So,
I'll
what?
let everyone know that.
Yeah.
What are you seeing, guys?
I want to examine one of the scarecrows.
Give
So-
me a moment. I need to find it. Hee. I mean, nothing. Everything's normal. Don't worry about it.
That we're fighting a scarecrow, probably.
Scarecrows. Not these scarecrows. The other ones. Oh.
Good.
Too bad we can't just burn this fucking thing to the ground, huh, guys?
So each of these, the scarecrow, as you come up to it, turns its head to look at you,
Oh no!
and its mouth, the stitches along its mouth open, and inside you see a bunch of hay, as though it were screaming at you. It looks like
No.
it's going to reach and attack you.
No. No.
No.
Nope.
Straight to hell with
No.
that thing.
No. Straight to fucking hell with that. That's correct.
Well, let me get the initiative chart up.
I'm gonna click on my
Right,
thing this time.
Yeah, click on your token.
Oh, my token.
Click on your kobold.
I'm gonna click on my token.
You always click on your token and it messes me up.
Oh, damn it! That's got a +6 to it, so that's actually 23.7.
Dang it.
It didn't ask me
I-
for a modifier. I thought it always asked me for a modifier. Oh well.
I'm trying to change it.
I can't
you.
find me.
Oh, I can change it. Oh, you got it. Never mind.
Let's see. Jericho.
Oh no, there it is. I could only read Willow. The thing was covering it.
Yeah, zoom out.
God
Feels
damn.
like it's time for the big old mind sword. It's coming out. Coming out.
Is everyone on my list? Yeah, I think
I have a really good initiative, guys.
Yeah, you do. That's the best initiative.
6.
Oh, that should be -4, so it should be 7. They have initiative 7.
Pretty par for the course though for this session so far. I've been rolling
Yeah.
like shit.
Yeah.
I can't do it.
Okay. As the first one reaches for Jovra, Harkins, you get to act first.
Yeah, I activate my big old motherfucking mind sword and interpose myself between Jover and that thing and swap the out of it.
Okay, take a swing.
Yeah. F this.
Yeah.
So you see this cavalry saber made of like blue and gold energy just appear
Blue
in her...
energy.
Blue and gold.
Okay, good.
What?
No,
Why?
it's good to know.
Okay. I mean, it's a side sword. It's got
No,
bluish, right?
Never mind.
Okay.
You'll figure it out.
I'm sure I will. All right. Damn it. I feel like I did something wrong.
No, actually,
Okay.
what is its number? Its number is +2. So it will attempt to parry with its hand,
Sure.
which look to be just individual pieces of hay, like bound into hands, but
Sure.
attempt to parry your mega damage sword and fail.
16 points of damage.
All right, you actually cut through it a lot stronger, cutting off that one's arm entirely.
Nice.
All right. Actually, wait, hold on. Yes. So you cut through its arm, and its arm just like falls off, and the stuffing starts pouring out of its arm, and its mouth looks at you. Its mouth opens, and the entire thing just falls to the ground.
Fuck you.
Nice.
All right, Jovra.
I'm going to use my flaming battle axe, dripping blood.
All right, it's an action to. Yeah, I think it's an action to grab an attack. That sounds right. All right, it will attempt to parry. There are 3 more of them. One on the north, south, and east corner. You took out the west one.
Whichever one's closer.
There would be north, east, and west. So there are
West.
Okay. It parries your attack with its arm. However, roll a d6 for the flaming quality. It doesn't like fire. All right, so it takes 2 damage as its sleeve catches a little bit of the magic fire on it.
Good. Fuck.
Cagney.
Are there any two people near me?
Well, I'll say you're right next to Jack and Iola.
Okay. I want to use suppress fear on both of them. I touch both.
Mm-hmm. Perfect.
So the scarecrows can't fear us?
Yep.
Hell yeah.
So we can't be like frightened, right?
Yes.
Nice.
You automatically succeed on saves versus horror factor.
Nice.
Ooh.
Zarsig.
She's going to attack the one Jover is attacking.
Lightning.
And she's blue.
Yes.
What's she attacking it with? Breath?
Breath, yes.
Actually. Oh, does it get very close?
Yes.
So that's a -10, even though it rolled a natural. Yeah, so it only got a 10 to its dodge. And this is a blue Drake.
Yes.
All right. So as Zarsig breathes the lightning, it pierces the thing, and the clothing catches fire, and the entire thing, including the inside, starts to burn away as that one as well falls to the ground.
That's my girl.
All right. Iola's next.
I'm gonna firebolt the one that hasn't been hit yet.
There's 2 that haven't been hit, but go for it.
Oh, I thought.
One. Well, that was the one that.
Oh, that's right. Okay, I'll firebolt.
There's north and east.
I'll firebolt north.
Okay. Roll the attack. It will attempt to dodge, and it fails because it gets a 1. You got a 14.
Nice.
So roll your damage. 17 damage. The firebolt. All right. The firebolt hits it and catches it on fire. It's still standing, but it is on fire and does not appear to be in great health.
Good.
Okay. The scarecrows. The one that's on fire lets out a horrible scream. If you are not immune to horror factor, please make a save versus horror factor. That horror factor is 15.
That's pretty fucking high.
Yep.
Yeah, that's pretty high.
Ting, did you know
That
that was
means
going to
the
happen?
shit.
I mean, that's generally a good bet when fighting supernatural evil.
Yeah.
Scarecrows, right? Scarecrows. I guess I should have.
am supernatural evil. No, I'm really not. I'm actually supernatural nice.
You were supernatural evil in Wormwood, kind
Yes.
of.
So anyway, Ting makes the save, or I'm sorry, Cagney makes the save against it, shakes it off. Jovra and Zarsig do not. They each lose an action and drop to the bottom of the initiative.
Ooh,
Pew,
that
pew, pew, pew,
sucks.
pew.
It pushes you down in the initiative.
Yep.
That's okay. Welcome to the bottom with me, guys.
Though you don't get to go again this turn.
Right.
Because that would be
about benefit.
Yeah. I'm also supposed to take away the next action, but whatever, just one action. All right. That's one of the scarecrows. The other one, the one that's not on fire, is going to attempt to come up to it's going to avoid those 2.
Bring it.
It comes up, yeah, it's going to come up to Jack, except it looks at Jack and reels around and is going for Iola.
The hell? Hey, asshole.
And it will swing with a 7. So that's an 11 to hit you with its clawed hand. You can attempt to parry her
I'm in a parry.
for free.
I'm assuming I had my daggers out.
Sure.
That's fair. Okay.
I'll always let you have a dagger in at least one hand unless you are like holding on for dear life or something.
That's a 19.
Okay. So you easily bat it away with the dagger, but the dagger doesn't seem to do any damage to its claw. The entire ground starts to shake
Oh.
as the vines just all explode as the grapes just explode into blood.
Oh.
Good.
And a withered form of an old woman with grapes for eyes tearing at her porcelain skin with no legs floats in the middle. Let's see what she's going to do.
Oh, that's not good. Fuck that.
What is minor curse?
What does it mean, Myers?
I don't know. Let's look it up.
The GM goes, he. You know you're fucked.
Oh, or I'll find a better spell.
Ooh, make me blind. That'll be awesome.
No. Blind's too simple.
Actually, that wouldn't work. I have a robot eye.
Actually, this one casts a different spell. This one doesn't cast a curse. It casts something, and since it's dark, everyone can see a light green, sickening glow surround it. Surrounding the grape-blooded witchling.
Grape-blooded.
All right. Up next.
Does her blood taste like wine? We'll find out.
I was going to
Yeah,
say,
I'm sure
only
you'll
one way to
find out.
know. All right, Jack is next.
Okay, so Scarecrow to the left of me, Witch to the right. Is that
Here
what
I
I'm doing?
am stuck in the middle with you.
Yeah.
There's 2 scarecrows left. One's on fire currently.
Okay, so I want to take out the minions first, because these fucking things are gonna keep hounding us while this crazy fuck attacks us. So I'm gonna turn to the one that's right next to me that was attacking Iola, and I am gonna whip out the blades of my arm, and then just like punch it in the back of the head, or well, the back, because I don't want to make it a cold shot and miss. So
Did you get any paint on this?
Probably I fell in it.
Okay, so there's paint inside your cybernetic blades as they come out.
Probably like, yeah, just on it or
Yeah.
whatever. If that hurts them
Your
more,
hand.
yes.
So you pull out the blades, you turn them on, and yeah,
Swing right in this
with
fucking
paint on your hand, you swing in.
righty. 12.
All right, 12. It will attempt to parry with a 20. Natural 20. As it easily just ducks completely, or doesn't. It grabs part of your arm that does not have paint on it. Okay.
Son of a bitch.
Harkins is next.
Well, hi there. It's time to bring the hurt. I'm going straight for Witchy Woman.
Okay, are you going to attempt to hit her?
Yes. Yes,
So-
I am.
Hold on a moment.
Of course.
I need to read a thing.
Of course.
Make a saving throw versus magic.
God damn it. I'm no good at this. You found my weakness, Kevin. You found it.
What, you mean that one aspect of the entire game?
That was really good, though.
All right,
Yeah.
the save on that was not 7. You roll a 17, which is more than enough to save against her spell. There is a flash of sickening green light, but you blink just in time for it not to affect you, so you are not blinded.
If I may,
Uh-huh.
just for like narrative purposes, can I say I didn't blink? I just went like this as I came at her with my hat, and it shielded
Absolutely. You tip
okay.
your hat at just
Yeah.
the right moment.
Yes,
All right, swing with your blue sword.
I will. You say that like it's a thing, and that really makes me worry every time you say it.
No, blue is good. They're getting their asses kicked by blue.
Okay.
She didn't like blue.
Big old mind sword. Yeah, she doesn't like the color
I
blue.
couldn't track whether blue was the thing she was keyed to, or if blue was the. Okay, it's fine.
That's why I was trying to get Cagney to chill Millie out, or whatever the fuck her name is, to get her to calm down and give us straight answers.
Oh, it's a matching 20s.
And defenders win, right?
Yeah, I think so.
That's okay. You
Yeah,
should
so
know.
she catches it on her horrible witchling hand.
Fucking.
Oh, the blade. I thought she just caught a bullet.
Oh,
Hang on.
no, wait. Because of the spell she cast, you get a +1 to her strike.
Oh, nice. I was also gonna
yes.
check. Yeah.
End up winning.
Yay.
So roll that beautiful bean damage.
Roll that beautiful bean damage. All right. Doink. That's 11. It's fine.
All right. You lay into her, and she hisses and snarls at you in a language that this world hasn't heard in 1,000 years.
2-gun salute. Again, I've been all about it tonight. I just like double flicker off and keep going.
Well, yeah. Okay, Cagney.
Okay, I'll yell out to the witchling. Witchling, surrender or you'll be burned alive. And I'll send like flashes of Jericho burning her. And so I'll use empathic transmission to spare.
Okay, let's see if she's got any mental protections. You are attempting to make mental contact with a creature of magic. Oh, she has a +3 to save. So, not that great.
Okay.
Her mind does not invade yours.
Oof.
That's relief.
She rolls a 12, which for her is... I hate how they do saves in this system. None. So
15.
I think she needs a 15 to save.
Yeah, she gets a +3, right?
Yeah, I already added it. Doesn't do it.
All right.
Fails to save. So what is the effect of empathic transmission?
50% chance the victim surrenders
Oh my god, that's
or leaves.
I was gonna say
Steven,
surrenders. No.
Surrender. 50% chance the victim surrendering or leaving without a battle. -2 to dodge and parry.
Yeah, this is a hell of a power. This is a super psychic, right? Yeah, there it is.
Yeah.
All right.
maybe instead of like straight up running away, she just gets like super debuffed.
Yeah. Well, she does anyway. All right. So if this roll is above a 10, she does not suffer the surrender leave. It is an 8, which is under 10. So she starts like attempting to flee. Well, yes, it looks like she's going to start like the vines that seem connected to her. Now that you notice, and the blood that seems to ooze out of the bottom of her connects back to the vines. Seems like she starts trying to pull back away from all of you. Iola.
Burn that shit.
So she's a magic being.
Being of magic, yes.
Do I have any idea what kind of magic being she is, or what I
Do
know?
you have a skill for
I don't know.
magic or demons and monsters?
I have demons and monsters, lore, demon and monsters.
Didn't Hoover explain that it's a witchling?
It is. But
Nothing.
what that means to different people is...
Oh, okay. I get it. Okay.
So you're not super sure. What are you going to try?
I kind of want to try the daggers, and can I attack with both of them if I use 2 attacks?
No, you can attack with both of them if you use 1 attack.
Sweet, even better.
Weapons.
Nice. So yeah, I'm gonna attack with. I'm gonna try to run up and attack with the daggers. Well, even fly up probably and attack with daggers.
Yeah, she'll attempt to parry them. She can only parry one of them, so you definitely... Oh, you rolled a natural 2 on your attack, so you actually completely whiff.
I'm sad about this.
As you slash next to her. Next up is our scarecrows. Scarecrow number 1 is going to attack Iola. They only get a +2 on their attack. And it rolls a 4, which is enough to completely whiff on you.
Oh, nice.
And Scarecrow North, which is still on fire, is going to come up and attack. It's going to come up and look like it's going to attack Harkins, and then it looks like it's going to run, and then it goes for Iola. It rolls a 9 to hit you.
I'm gonna parry.
Okay. You roll a 13, which is more than enough to parry its claw away.
Got him.
All right. And she gets to do another thing. Fun times. Let's see. She starts to move to the edge of the vineyard, and the vines are pulling, like connecting her. So she can't really leave.
I have a question for you real quick. Just as we're all surveying the scene, does it look like she needs to be connected to them? Like she's being fed by them or something?
She is connected to them. There's not like blood obviously pumping up of it.
I'm just trying to figure out, you know what I'm trying to figure out, right?
Yeah, she's like linked to this shit. Right? Is that kind of what you're talking about? The vines and stuff?
Yeah, I'm just trying to figure out, like, is that the best way to harm her or not?
So what I'm thinking is my arm, in order to make it spew black shit.
There we go.
Didn't you say I had some sort of oil and shit that I have burning into the like hot parts of my arm. I was thinking about taking out the oil and throwing it at it, and then having you shoot it. But I don't know if that's
I
how
was just gonna cut the vines with my sword, but
Oh yeah, I fucking do that too. I just really wanted to burn her because we've been talking about burning her since the beginning, and I feel like I would love to burn. And he put it in her mind that I was gonna burn her. Really want to burn her now.
Okay,
I
she
need a flamethrower in my arm.
causes a gust of smoke to puff up as she casts Cloud of Smoke. Man,
Can I see through that with my my robot eye?
you can see many things through your robot eye, such as smoke does foul up certain types of vision, but I think you'd still get a heat signature through it.
Okay.
Is that a first level spell? Yeah, there it is. It's a 30 by 30 by 30. She centers it on herself, and anyone within 30 feet of her is -5 to strike, parry, dodge, disarm, and entangle.
what?
This also includes her,
All right. Okay.
because everything is blurry shapes.
She's desperate.
Yeah.
Yeah, she's desperate. We're scaring her.
Jericho.
Yeah, Cagney scared the shit out of her.
Cagney's scaring the shit out of her.
Whatever the fuck, whatever you did scared the shit out of her.
Absolutely.
She wants nothing to do with it.
All right, Jack.
Okay. So then that's what I want to do. Can I have a canister of oil in there that I was using to make smoke come out of my arm? Or is that too much? I just want any kind of flammable thing to light this fucking place on fire. Because at this point, he has seen that he is right the entire time, and that the only thing to do is to burn this whole fucking place to the ground.
You do not have your bike with you, but you do have your tools, in which would be a number of flammable oils.
Can I have a like a little acetylene torch, like a little one?
Absolutely.
Okay, so I'm just gonna pull that out. I'm gonna go. I've been waiting for this, and I want to run over and just start lighting up the vines and the vineyard stuff. Especially if I have some kind of a spray can for like a
propellant.
And just fucking and just start lighting all of these stupid vines and grapes on fire.
All right, roll 2d10 or 2d6, and then I'll multiply it.
Okay. D6. Oh my god, I got
12 max damage. You absolutely burned down all the vines. All the vines go you essentially did an enormous amount of damage. So
fuck your stupid black wine.
The entire or vineyard. Well, is this an orchard? I think it's called an orchard.
This is probably an orchard in the vineyard.
Yeah, like the row of grapes is called an orchard. Right?
No, they're called vineyards.
Apples are orchards.
Well, I know, but orchards. Never mind.
Oh, I don't know.
I meant the physical, like.
Well, vineyards aren't. Grapes don't grow on trees. They grow on.
Yeah, they grow on vines.
So it would only be it could be as tall as we want it to be, which would make it super weird. But
yes,
it wouldn't be an orchard because they're not trees.
Oh, okay, I know there's a word for it, but I
grow out of the ground.
What's that?
Peanuts grow out of the ground.
Indeed, they do.
Yep.
Wild.
All right, so you light fire to the trellises holding up the evil blood grapes. As the vines all catch, you hear a horrible screech. The smoke becomes a mixture of this dark black and a kind of like a misty dark burgundy as the color of the grape starts bleeding out of these vines. You hear a scream coming from the ground in the middle of the orchard, or middle of the series of plants.
I want to haul ass for it.
All right.
Enemy's weak. Put her down.
That will be your turn, Zarsig.
Okay.
What can Zarsig see?
A lot of smoke, and roughly where one of the scarecrows is.
Okay, she'll go after the scarecrow.
Okay. Roll an attack, please.
The scarecrows are still alive?
There are 2 scarecrows left. One's on fire, one's not. The one on fire is easier to see.
That makes sense. That
I would
tracks.
assume.
It will attempt to. No, it won't even attempt to dodge. It doesn't see. No, it will attempt to dodge with a -5. It rolled a -1 against your 10. So Zarsig gets to deal damage to it. Is Zarsig targeting the one on fire?
Good lord.
Yeah.
Okay, so Zarsig, Blue Drake or Blue Dragon, burns into it with her lightning breath, and just this thing also catches it. The fire expands and starts tearing away parts of it as it falls into the ground and thumps. Jovra.
Can Jover see the other scarecrow?
You can see roughly where it is, roughly the shape of where it was. So, kind of. The smoke is obscuring everything.
Because I want to do a power bolt to it.
Go for it. How does that work?
And the attack never misses unless the intended victim rolls a natural or modified 20 or higher to dodge.
So yeah. So the attack never misses. Go ahead and roll that damage.
It's 5d6.
You didn't get hit with the paint. You put a little on your neck, but you didn't get hit with it.
Yeah.
All right, 18 damage is enough to catch into it, and you're 90% sure that it is also falling to the ground as you see its shape kind of disintegrate and fall apart. All right. Do you move anywhere or do anything else? Sorry, that's D instinct.
You've submitted your bonus section in your movement. Sorry.
Well, Zarsig comes back to me, and if I can see some of my team members, I want to go start.
You see other shadowy forms that are pretty recognizable as your team members. You all have pretty unique silhouettes. So yeah.
Okay.
All right. Harkins.
Yeah, I'm gonna go straight for. I know I got it like a -5 to hit or something, but
Yeah, but
all right.
She also has a -5 to parry.
Right. let's make this happen, Captain. All right. No, I absolutely miss.
Yeah, you roll an absolute 1.
I rolled natural 1. Yeah.
You do hit some of the vines, but not enough of them. Some of the vines snap under the damage of the blade.
Yeah.
And you too can feel the screaming under your feet.
Under our feet? What does that mean?
Cagney.
You're muted.
Am I in the smoke?
Yeah, everyone's in the smoke.
Okay. I will use Suppress Fear on myself, just in case.
Okay. You take a moment and gather your courage. Iola.
So I know whereabouts where she is, like general idea, because I was right next to her, correct?
Yeah, you didn't move, she didn't move.
I'm gonna cast Befuddle.
Okay.
It's a save, standard save.
Well, she gets massive. This is something she is good at. So she rolls a 14, which I believe is above your spell strength of 13.
13, yeah.
So she easily shrugs it off. The scarecrow, that is the one. Nope, they're all gone. All gone. Let's see. Still wants to run away. So this is what makes it difficult for me, as it cannot physically run away. And it starts pleading. It says, please, please just leave. Just leave. Leave and I'll let you live. Leave and you'll let me live. Just leave and death won't follow you. It pleads to have you all just leave. Okay, Jack.
So you said in the center of the vineyard, I was hearing a screaming, but you said that it's coming from underground, maybe?
Yes.
Okay. Can I tell how deep?
Feels about 6 feet.
Son of a gun.
With
Okay.
because you have enhanced hearing.
Oh, yes. Can I, but I wouldn't want it to be my turn. Can I see through the ground? Can I see where it's coming from? Like, do I have like X-ray vision or something?
No.
Okay.
It's so loud that it's kind of shaking things, and you can see the trellises that the vines are growing on like shake a little.
Can I tell like where, because I'm going to dig with my arm and start like construction plowing the ground to get to the body. But I don't want to like dig a hole 6 feet down and it was like, oh, she was 2 feet to your left.
No, you are digging in the right spot.
Okay, cool. Then I just start, and I have the acetylene torch, and I go, oh, I'm coming for you. You better stop this shit.
It's gonna take a little time, but
that's fine. I'm just throwing the dirt behind me, like raking it. Like my arm's just working overtime.
All right, Zarsig and Jovra.
So everyone is in the middle now around her?
She's on the edge. Her physical body is on the edge of the orchard trying to escape, but still held down by vines. Jericho runs to the middle of the vineyard. I keep saying orchard. The vineyard, and starts digging down into the middle of the trellises.
Has the smoke cleared, or is there still smoke?
Still smoke. Though this is magic smoke, if you're familiar with the spell, it will be minutes before it goes away.
Sarsig's going to go after her.
Gotcha. Go for it. With claw or lightning?
Lightning.
Okay. Roll. If you roll so low you miss, you might hit something else because of the smoke. Just roll above a 5, and everything will be fine.
Hopefully, one of our players doesn't have a massive lightning rod for an arm.
Rolled a 5. Okay. So, roll your damage.
Oh, no.
And let's see. 18 damage. So I'm going to roll a d6. 1 and 2 is going to be Harkins.
God.
3 and 4 is going to be Iola. 5 and 6 is going to be the ground.
I can take it.
1 and 2. This comes right at Harkins.
Oh, damn it.
Now, here's the thing, Harkins.
Yeah.
It's energy damage.
Yeah. Oh. Yeah. Yeah.
So this lightning bolt goes right into Harkins and doesn't even appear that he noticed.
Zoink.
Darcy's going to be so sorry. She's sorry.
Oh, it's all right. No harm done.
Literally, no harm done. All right,
So-
Jovra.
What happened? It's like,
Thank you. I feel better. Yeah. Electroshock therapy.
So can Jover see the vines connecting the
The form of the witchling is connected to the vines which go into the ground.
Yeah, Jover's going to go for the witchling.
Okay.
'Cause-
All right. You have a -5, but she also has no. Well, yeah. Yeah, you absolutely hit her. She can't stop you from wailing into her with your flaming axe, which drips blood.
awesome.
You deal 21 damage
Oh my God. Jesus.
as you just lay into her with your massive axe. All right. Back up to Harkins.
Yeah, I'm just going straight after her. I have no way to dig 6 feet under the ground right now, and I feel like that'll be easier once she's fucking dead. So I'm just gonna try and hit her with my big old mind sword.
I should not have put her 6 feet under the ground. All right.
It's all right. I'll get there.
Doink,
All right. Make that attack.
doink. All right, so it's going to be a 15.
15 will hit, and she will attempt to parry and fail. All
Okay.
right. Roll your damage.
18. That's
Your mind
almost
sword
max
is
damage.
blue.
Yes.
36, carry the 170. No,
I do appreciate that you wrote big ol' mine sword.
It's a big
Big
old
ol'.
mine sword. That is
Big
correct.
ol' mine sword.
Yeah,
right.
It is a big old mine sword.
Cagney.
I want to run over to the scream in the ground and
Mhm.
help Jack dig.
All right, you're actually very good at digging, I believe.
Yes.
Are you extra super good at digging or just good at digging? You don't have like a specific dig speed or anything?
I don't think so.
Okay, but you are a great digger as you just get in there, just start flicking things away. This will mean at the end of Jack's next round, you will have uncovered something. Iola.
Right, the dirt boys are on it.
I'm gonna just go at her with the daggers.
Okay, make the attack.
It's -5.
Yes. All right, she fails to parry it.
What damage am I rolling?
Roll your damage for 2 daggers. So
Yes,
dagger
okay.
damage, dagger damage.
Yes, I know, but am I rolling for the spirit damage or the non-spirit?
Oh,
damage?
non-spirit damage.
Okay,
This is
that's
not.
what I need to know. That's
Well,
fine.
actually, no. This would be spirit damage.
Ethereal being, all of that stuff.
Technically, yes. Something is happening here,
Nice.
making your spirit damage do even more.
18 and 11.
All right, so that's a 29. Oh, geez. Okay. As you lay into this, the physical form starts to sag and fall away from the vines and just like melts into a pile of goo and grapes as it hits the ground. The smoke is still there.
Mm.
The form is gone. The physical body was just destroyed.
So
Or
now
the physical, this manifested body was just destroyed. And it's still trying to desperately escape. Jack, you get to a part where you can see bones. You very quickly dig out a pile of bones roughly in a female shape-ish,
Okay.
5 feet tall.
Was the shark puppy helping us dig?
Yes, Shark Puppy's helping you
Love
dig
it.
up there.
That's good. And
one-
so I have found corpse.
Extra deep.
What's up?
One of the trellises is much longer than the rest, and that one seems to be piercing the rib cage, as though they staked it with this trellis.
I'm gonna. I don't know. Can I roll lore and monsters real quick to figure out what would be a terrible decision?
I mean, there's so many terrible decisions. You
Okay.
know what the right decision is. It was mentioned earlier.
Burn the shit out of her, right? Well, you said it was a bunch of bones.
Yeah, so
Is the head still attached?
the neck is all still there. Yeah.
Okay, no problem. I want to whip out my claws
Mhm.
and go and like, ready the fire to go, oh, I've been waiting all day for this. And I want to lop the head off and just and roast it.
Your claws leave a huge scar in where its neck used to be, as it just shreds the bone and the bone turns basically dust. And then you light what's remaining on fire, which catches faster than you think it should,
Oh shit.
to the point where you have to like back up. And Cagney's going to help you out of the hole as you get out of there. And smoke dissipates except for the smoke coming from the fire now. And all the vines are withering and dying. The trellises themselves start to catch fire as the entire hidden orchard starts to burn.
I want to turn around with the smoke behind me and go, no, Jack, don't burn the painting, Jack. Don't burn the witch, Jack. No. And I just want to throw the torch into the fire. Hell's bells if you burn it, Jack.
I would like to remind you that I told you could burn it once we all decided it was okay.
I'm going to the bar.
All right. So you return to the bar. This entire
Well,
Go ahead.
can we make sure that the fire is only at the hidden orchard and
Everything
doesn't spread to the city?
you very carefully watch as the fire burns the entire orchard down, but does not spread to any of the trees. Do you want to do anything with those charms in the trees?
Destroy them.
Yes.
Yeah,
Yes.
fuck
Okay.
that. Absolutely not.
So you go around taking the charms out of the trees by shooting them and down, or just
Throwing them in the
I'm
fire.
just gonna firebolt them. Can I do that?
absolutely.
Yeah.
The trees here are healthy enough, especially once these are down, that it's not a fire hazard to do so. And under the guidance of Cagney, he can make sure that nothing, that you don't do anything too devastatingly.
Cagney's like
Dangerous.
Cagney and Joe are like the adults of the.
Not an adult.
So you burn all these little charms,
Totally not an
and
adult.
the entire area feels lighter. Like the moon is a full moon, but the clouds seem to have parted over this area, and it feels a lot better, like you've improved it.
Fuck yeah.
Well
I'm
done,
like a
team.
purifying fire.
All right, so you all return to the bar. You have a good drink. You tell the story. No one in town seems to know what all that was about. Casey said she had heard some rumors, but didn't really believe in it. That it was all fairy tale. And Mal says she's gonna, if you don't mind escorting her back to Sky City. She'd like to leave this podunk little town where she can go and be a real artist.
More than happy to.
All right.
She go
The
to
Can I
voices,
swap? Oh, go ahead.
the voices in your head are gone, right?
Absolutely. Since the painting was destroyed, she says she haven't heard a single sound. Also, she points out she didn't mind you burning the painting, just not while it was in her house. Because,
picky.
I was gonna spend the night talking to Mel about art and like bring out her sketchbook and like
she definitely gives you like some tricks. She
Nice.
studied a bit and did like anatomy classes and all kinds of. She's been educated in art in a way that Iola hasn't had the opportunity to be.
mhm.
And she add 5 to your art skill.
Okay, cool.
And Jovra wants to talk to Jack. Jack, when you have information, we can better direct your fire. That's what we were doing. We wanted to make sure when you burn something, you have an exact target. And we did. And because of that, you were able to do what you do effectively.
Yeah. See, the thing about fire is like, you don't really need to direct it. You just sort of let it go.
But if we went in and just burnt it and did not dig,
She would have died faster, right?
no, we
But
had to dig.
I would have started digging again. The scarecrows would have gone up like. I'm just saying. The next time, I hear what you're saying, Jover, but the next time I say let's burn it, I say we give it a shot. What's the worst that can happen?
So the town is full of nice people, and the mayor's drunk, and it's fun. So I'm going to move us because there's 1 or 2 things I want to get done before the night's over. So we go back. Everyone's fine. You take your time and get back to Sky City the next day. You bring Mal in, and they bring you up to Sky City. And Florentina's so happy and hears the story of Mal. And she relays this story to Amadis as well as Jose, the war chief, and they seem to take it into consideration quite heavily. And you hear them discussing like, well, it shows that they're able to solve a problem, and what they did for us was good but reckless and annoying, but what they did there was just good.
You're welcome.
Amadis looks over, waves, and then a bubble of silence happens around them.
Oh, just around them?
Around them, so they can continue talking.
I thought he put it around me.
That would be hilarious.
All right, and so things seem to be going well, and eventually they, Malcolm is talking very clearly with Dr.
Nevin.
Mickey Nevin, and they seem to be talking shop. And do you think that's going well? And Florentina pulls you guys into a conference room and says, so we have him in a stasis that's going to last for maybe 5 years, but we don't really know what to do with him because he didn't actually commit any direct crimes. But we did find something on him. It was a little, like they used to call them challenge coin looking things.
Have I seen anything like this?
You've seen challenge coins that military units distribute, but you haven't seen anything like this.
Do I know what
Put
it
it
is?
in the middle of the. I put it in the
Oh.
middle of the of sheet we all look at.
Oh, cool.
It looks like a triangle of black with a circle over it and a very stylized V in a downward pointing triangle on top of the circle. She says, we have no idea what it means. It's not a mystic symbol in any way that we're familiar with. And
Roll control. Thank you for this. Great. I forgot my brain. Sorry.
thanks.
Hello.
So-
Hi.
This symbol that she shows you, Jack, roll a d20. If you get a 18,
D20?
19, or 20, I will give you another fact.
I don't know about that. Ah,
Just short of it.
17.
You have
Give me
seen.
half a fact.
You get half a fact. You have seen the outline of this symbol where it was all black and not filled in. You have seen that as kind of a mystic symbol, but you also saw it on a certain commander when that was being talked to. By, yeah.
When I walked in on the wrong.
When you walked in on the wrong thing, you did notice that kind of on the back underneath, like just under the collar of where his armor should have been, was a tattoo that looked like an upward facing triangle and a downward facing triangle with a circle in the middle.
Does it look like that?
No.
Move those triangles on top of each other.
It's on roll 20.
Yeah, I put it on the roll 20.
Oh, you did?
Yes.
Oh, derp. Okay.
So-
Oh, whoa.
Yeah. I don't know how to. I will put it in the Discord later for everyone else.
Oh, it's ominous looking. Okay.
Yes, it is an ominous symbol. And with that memory kind of echoing through your head, that's where we're going to end for the evening.
Okay. I liked it. We killed a witch.
You killed a witchling.
A witchling. Oh, are
Even
witches
more than
worse?
a witch.
Are witches worse than that?
Depends on who they have with them. The witches aren't alone.
I liked it. We saved a lady.
You
Destroyed a witch.
kept a village from getting spookier.
Thank God.
Good
Thank
work,
God we
everybody.
Fire, huh, guys? Right?
And it seems that things are going to go well with the Akoma.
Yeah, that was actually pretty clever.
Yeah.
Throck on Harkins' part, set up a job with them.
We will do a little more wrap up next time, but I think
Yeah.
good job, everyone. Good work.
Yay.
Hey.
All right. So let's go around and give our outros. Let me look at my overlay so I see who is where. All right. We're going to start with Jovra.
Hi, I'm Michelle Ely. You can find me on Twitter at Michelle Ely. I play here Tuesday nights with these great people. I do 2 podcasts for the GonnaGeek.com network called Starry Tribune and Legends of S.H.I.E.L.D. And this was amazing. I was wondering what little thing you had planned, Kevin. And this was just, I did not see this coming. So
Yes, planned.
wonderful.
Yeah, this is super cool.
Absolutely planned. No, I did have a good amount of this planned. All right. But yeah, thank you. All right. Iola.
Hi, I'm Kate. I go by Me and Madera on the Twitters. I'm all over this channel. I am here Friday nights. It's true. Friday nights with Throck in Dragon Dark Days at 9 p.m. Eastern, and Sunday nights I DM the Alfem and NB game Emissaries of Vithna at midnight Eastern time. And I appreciate what Cagney does. Because Iola just wants to hit shit, and Cagney's just so chilling. Like, yeah, let's take care of everybody else, and like not really get into the middle of things.
You are all underestimating what Cagney did for these battles. Massively underestimating the amount of damage she could have been putting out.
No.
Oh no,
Don't underestimate the fact that I wasn't scared. That's what I'm saying. Yeah, no, that was amazing.
Just got all the bad guys right in their minds. Oh, it's rough.
Straight in the mind bullets.
Right in the mind
Right
guts.
there.
All right. Speaking of which, Ting, go right ahead.
Hi, I'm Ting. You can find me in the Discord, and I like the interaction between Iola and Jack, like her corralling him.
Yeah, that was good. It was
Uncalled for, I think. Uncalled for.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
sure.
Little fire never hurt anybody. That's just fact.
All right, Thrak.
Mama Jover was on point tonight. That was great. Yeah, I love that. Just being like Jack, be an adult for a second. Except in Jover's voice and not in mine. Yeah, no, that was awesome. And hi, I'm Sean, also known as Thrak, co-founder here. Welcome to the party. Yeah, you can find me here, of course, tonight and then tomorrow on Blades in the Dark with some of these amazing people, notably Jack and Kevin, or Evan and Kevin, and then Friday nights at 9 p.m. running our D&D game with Kate over there playing Iola, and then Sundays at 1 p.m. running our Legend of the Five Rings game with no one in this game. Yeah.
And you're doing something else on Devil's
On
Luck Gaming?
Sundays.
Oh yeah, I also run a Shadowrun game on Devil's Luck Gaming Saturdays at 8 p.m. Eastern, where we get all in costume and stuff, and it's super cool.
It was super cool. All right, Evan.
Hello, I am Evan. I am Evan Jennings64 on the Twitter. I am Zombie Love Juice everywhere else. You can find me here on Tuesdays playing Rifts, which was awesome. I am going to be playing just like what Thrak said. Tomorrow at 8, we are going to be playing Blades in the Dark. And I run a home game on my own YouTube channel called Beyond EMH, where we are all bad guys, and I am running it. I like this one. This is a lot of fun. I love like little crazy impromptu adventures, like little contained nuts shit stories.
Yeah,
that was very good. And I think the shit that Cagney was doing, the reason I liked it is the way I think, Ting, the way you think about games, very different from the way I think. You think of it, it's the way you're playing is like a chess match, where like you're thinking about like 6 different things ahead of time. So you're like, I'm gonna put fear on myself. Like instead of going for the damage, you're like, no, I'm gonna make sure she can't hurt me. And then it's like, oh, that's fucking smart. Like I just run over and try to punch him to death, like what Kate was saying. So no, that was awesome. And God, I really like how our team's kind of coming together. The interactions are getting easier and better and richer. You know what I mean? I love the ERP. We're all falling into our characters and it's working, I think. Now this is great. I loved it. This is awesome.
Thank you. And I just want to say, great job, everybody. I'm Bisonic Kevin on the Twitter. I spend a lot of time on the Discord. Again, you can see me tomorrow night on the Blades in the Dark playing Sparrow, a disaffected thief. And yeah, thank you everyone for watching. Thank you for the raid. Thank you for coming by and spending time with us. And I love the interactions and that you are all pursuing them yourselves. That makes me so happy that I don't have to segregate, like, you two go to a room, you two go to this room and chat, you two go to this room, that you're all finding ways to make it work naturally. And it makes me so happy. And Ting, thank you so much for joining us. You are a fantastic guest star.
Yeah, man, it was good to have you.
Cagney is a good addition to our universe.
Yep.
And
Thanks for having me. It's really fun playing with you guys.
I'll let you know if anytime anyone's out. So I'll keep you on the list.
Cool.
All right. So just want to shout out to our sponsors once again. Devin Rue at rueinc.com, tabletoploot.com, maker of dice and other fine gaming accoutrements, as Thrak would say. And
never split the party. Thank you for the raid just as we're leaving. Oh my god, we love you.
Also go visit sonerdwear.com, our official merch store, where you can use the code welcome to get 10% off, raiders. And look for us on Patreon. We have podcasts out there. We've got a great Discord full of wonderful people. I encourage you to join it and feel. So thank you so very much, everyone, for coming out and hanging with us tonight. And hopefully we'll see you soon. See you next week, actually. Wait.
Yep. All right, we're going to go raid Manapod Studios because I've never raided them before, and they're good peeps on the tweeters. So everyone say bye and I love you. Bye. Bye.
Goodbye. Goodbye still.
A long